What up, chat? How's it going? Man, we've had a day. We've had a week. Honestly, the gaming news is a little insane lately. I ain't gonna lie. How's everybody doing? Thank you for stopping by. Just hanging out. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this stream because, this stuff is fun. Let's see here. How can we get rid of this? Boop, boop, boop. Getting things ready. Fun times. Boop, 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 boop. How do we do that? There we go. There we go. Let's see. How's everybody doing today? Thank you for stopping by. We have a lot to talk about, guys. It is a little insane. There's a lot of stuff going on in the gaming industry, honestly, and it feels a little hectic, I would say. Feels a little weird because there's so much news about Xbox coming out. There's so much news about everything, man. We're going to dive into all of it. I'm trying to even get to my channel because I feel like I made so many videos that those can be like the topics of the day. Like, we have so many stuff that happened, and it's like, why not just use those topics to go through everything? Let people gather in. What's up, Jay Slayer? How's it going, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, bro. Let's see. Trying to get these articles up. Obviously, the big one, as people know, the big one's probably going to be what's going on with Asha. At this point, there's so much information out there that you just need to directly look for things. Because I'm like trying to look for the person or the post that Asha put out. Oh, there it is. That's a freaking post, dude. That's huge. Man, Xbox, bro. Yeah, there's a lot of information. Monday was a day that started off kind of insane. Like, honestly, like, we all knew it was coming. Everybody knew it was coming. Kind of like the reset, the restarting of Xbox, all of those things. Everybody knew it was going to start on Monday, and Asha Sharma was going to, or just Xbox was going to. I didn't really think Asha Sharma was going to actually put anything out there. I'm a little surprised that she did. I'm surprised that she was the one to kind of post about, oh, these are the changes, these are the resets coming in for Xbox. This is what's going to be going down. Like, that honestly kind of surprised me that it was Asha Sharma doing that. I don't know about anybody else, but that's how I felt. I'm surprised that she was the one that put the post out, kind of the internal post that they gave to her team, all of that. It's crazy. It's legitimately a little bit crazy that she's the one to be at the forefront and talking, and the one that kind of breaks the news to everybody. Hey, Richard. What's your opinion on Xbox becoming a big video game, physical and digital competitor amongst console? Brother, Richard, that is something that we are going to get into, man. Because it's true. It's Xbox is in a peculiar position. What's kind of funny is that we have PlayStation, who's not into physical anymore, as we all know. And they are not going to reverse course from what some of these articles coming out have said. That they're not reversing course. They're not going to pull back because they've been planning this for years. And then you have Xbox having these layoffs or all the stuff that happened, this reset. And everybody was still focused, like, legitimately on still PlayStation. That's how bad of an announcement of not making physical a thing anymore was. Like, that's how much people really got annoyed with PlayStation, is that I feel like they were like, we're going to announce this, and then PlayStation's going to do their hard reset, and it's going to hurt, and then we go back, and we're good. People aren't going to be mad. No, that's not what's happening at all. Have you seen PlayStation? Dude, we're going to bring it up. Have people seen PlayStation's post? It's rough, bro. I got to find it now. Every post they have is just not great for them. I'm not going to lie. And at some point, you have to think, like, here, like, echoes of Aincrad, like, if you look at it here, let's see, does it give me, yeah, give me the right one. What's up, Danny Passion? Great to have you, buddy. If you look here, bro, like echoes of Ankard, like this game comes out, PlayStation announce it, and then it's just rip-a-rooney, bro. Like here, let's make this a little bigger. It's just people like like spelling this out. All of this looking rough towards Sony, man. Like, don't kill discs. Like, it is nothing to do with the game. It is everybody just murking Sony continuously about this, bro. It is insane to see this. Like, they thought Asha Sharma, which we're going to go into this. We're going to go into this big thing. We'll talk about it. I made a pretty good video, but we're going to go into it a little more detail. We talk about Sword Art Online. Bro, I watched that show. I think it was a show. I watched it. Not that bad. I'm not a big anime guy, but not that bad. But if you look at this, everybody, we're going to get into the physical thing, and I'm going to go into a bunch of stuff about this because I truly think that this is one of the biggest stories of the generation. And I actually think that Xbox could, I don't know, I think Xbox can actually do something with this. They have a chance to actually maybe even gather some, like make up some ground almost, it feels. Like that's just me. Like I just feel like they can make up some ground if they just kind of support physical. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what you guys think, but that's just in my head. By the way, how do I sound, everybody? How does everybody feel? Do I sound good? Everything look good? I don't want any like feedback coming through from some other audio source I don't know about. Let me know. What's up, Danny? Same happened when Xbox Game Pass price hike. Bro, exactly, dude. Did you see the id response? I'm going to go into the id response because I made a video about id. I had to. Id's my... id Tech is... They're one of my favorite. Slycopedia Brown, how's it going, man? Zalker, there will be pushback, but this will just create another mark. Industry is not afraid of consumer. Microsoft and PlayStation are following the fear of AI. You're not wrong, brother. I wish the graphics looked better in that game. That's the game. Oh, is that the game? Oh, my bad. First 2 floors from the anime. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was the actual game, though. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Christopher. Yeah, man, I bought it. I own it. It looks amazing. I didn't get to go into it too much, but I'll get in there, man. But yeah. And Danny, you're actually perfectly, like, you hit the nail on the head, brother. Like 100% hit the nail on the head. That is true. That a lot of the when Xbox did their price hike, was it November, right? November, December last year for Game Pass, where it went to 30. Dude, the backlash was insane. It did not matter what they posted. Didn't matter what they talked about. Didn't matter about anything they were trying to do. Everybody was like, screw you, bro. We don't like that. Like, why did you do that? Why did you price hike it? That was the consensus across the board. And Xbox couldn't get away from it. Like, just straight up. What's up, Stormies? What's up, Junetown Masters? How's it going, everybody? All those Sony guys fighting over physical games all ran out and bought Black Ops 2. Dude! Chat, does anybody see that? Like, they're like, oh, they got to reverse it. And then, how old is Black Ops 2? Like, time out. How old is Black Ops 2? 2012. A 14-year-old game. And they brought it out digital and everybody went and bought it. It's like the top-selling game on PlayStation. It's like, yeah, PlayStation's like, yeah, we're not reversing course, bro. We're not reversing course. Sub, Zogger. What's up, Juta? How's it going, man? I'm listening to the background. Have you noticed that a lot of people aren't talking enough about the monopoly of only have the one digital storefront on PlayStation? Bro, that is literally one of the biggest issues about this whole thing. Is that everybody is saying that Steam is a monopoly or Steam is a digital storefront. Like, they're digital. There's no physical. Yeah, but they're not the only storefront on the PC. You can go anywhere. When you buy the PlayStation, there's no other storefronts. And I think we need to get into this stuff, actually. Let me look up some articles. Let me get some articles. PlayStation guys will have to pay whatever Sony said. Yeah, man. Danny Passion, Doom DLC is fire, bro. It is so good. It is so good. Dude, I'm glad. By the way, ItTech responded too, so we'll get into that too. I'm just like, by the way, guys, I'm just going to go off of my, like, because there's so much stuff. Like, if you guys look at my videos, like, Number one, like I'm just showing you guys, I have the developers from Elder Scrolls talking because they just had a bunch of layoffs. Number two is we have id Tech that we need to talk about, and they responded. Number three is Obsidian and how they're going to go make a Fallout game. Number four is I kind of want to talk about it because I want to talk about games too. Black Flag, that'll be a little bit later, but I think that game looks great. And then Xbox's next steps, what they've been doing. And of course, what happened with Xbox. And then you scroll down and you have like the Sony stuff. There's so much stuff going on. Like I'm getting my topics from like all these topics are going to take a long time too, man. I'm getting all my topics from just like my videos. It's insane. Jay Slayer, I didn't buy it. I'll just drop PlayStation when they go digital. Bro, a lot of people are saying that they're going to drop it. A lot of people. Junta facts. Yeah, man. Yeah, it is facts. Like if you are the only one on the storefront, you control, and I get it. PlayStation did create that storefront. They are the stewards of their platform, and that's totally fine. But it's still not right to take out an entire competitive zone of physical. It just doesn't, I don't like it, especially as a consumer, right? Invincible, what storefront will Helix have? Well, if the rumors are right, like they might have Steam, but I don't think that's going to happen. And I'm telling you, like, I know a lot of people think Xbox is going to go digital, and you know what? I think so too. Hargeet, what's up, brother? I think that'll happen too, but who knows? Maybe they don't go digital. I think it's not good for console gamers, but PlayStation kind of jumped on that grenade first. Like they jumped on it and were like, yo, we're not going to make physical. And I think they did. And I'm telling you, I think they did the announcement because they knew those layoffs and the big like Armageddon of Xbox was coming down the pipeline. And they thought that's going to take all the attention. Dude, it didn't take any attention away. Like I was saying, bro, look at this. This is a post from PlayStation. 900 likes. Look at 1.2. They're getting ratioed, bro. Like, look at this. Fuck Sony. Like, bro. Look at all these people. This is the response. That's the response. That like everybody's like, no, what happened to this? And it's like this game, the people that are paying for this advertisement, it's like all you're getting is negative feedback. The days when Zalker Gaming and I were on a couple of podcasts together. What's up, brother? Thanks for the super, Hargeet. I appreciate you, man. I love you, bro. I genuinely mean that too. Like Hargeet's one of the coolest people and one of the best people I've met in this community. Honestly, like no joke, one of the best people. I love that dude. He's so cool. Appreciate it, brother. By the way, remember I said, chat, that if like members get like emojis, and I had all this stuff like badges and emojis. I actually went to the homie Sean Labrie because I told you I was like I got to find these because I had them before and YouTube just deleted them and then I didn't have them anywhere from years ago. Sean Labrie found them, and so if you look if you look in there in the membership, there's baby carrots. I got that. I got the fraud alert. I got the Lancer. I put like a bunch of them in there. I hope you guys like them. It's awesome. Hargeety's the GOAT, dude. Like here, I'm gonna post. Can I post a baby carrot? Look at that. Bam. We out here, chat. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Now, how do I get rid of this menu? That's my other problem now. Anyways. Hargeety is the homie, man. But yeah, that's what's going on. I'm trying to figure out which topic to tackle first. I feel like the PlayStation one should be tackled first. Because it's insane. Everyone is going digital, even Nintendo. Alvin, you might be right, man. I mean, you're not wrong, to be honest. Like, I do feel like everybody's going digital, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a market for physical, right? Like, that doesn't mean that you just get rid of an entire market for people that enjoy that part of gathering physical. Like, I got physical right behind me, man. I got like the Doom the Dark Ages physical edition because I want to collect it. I have that. I own it. Like, it's just what I want the physical edition because I want to collect that stuff. I'm going to buy the new Wolverine probably physical too because PlayStation is just there and I'm going to throw it in and that's it. I don't know. And plus there's double dip. The fight for physical is Osgiliath from Lord of the Ring. This city is already overrun. Bro, my guy. What the fuck? Osgiliath could have been saved, all right? That's why he sent his son out there, Faramir. All right? Don't think I don't know that deep cut. Faramir should have held it, bro. Boromir would have held it. I'm just saying, bro. Boromir would have held that shit. The favorite son. At least you can get digital keys outside of Steam and Xbox at various prices. Yeah, and PlayStation doesn't sell digital. They don't sell digital on other sites, do they, guys? I don't think they do. Like CD key or anywhere. They don't sell digital keys anywhere. It'd need to create a Halo ODST, Christopher. Yeah, bro. With brutal finishers, that would be so dope. Sebastian, will Asha save us? I don't know, man. Maybe. Hargate! The baby carrots, baby. So good. Love it. All right, you know what? We're going to get into the first topic, which is going to be this PlayStation physical. Been liking the vids lately and podcast. Good content. Alvin, I appreciate you, man. Really appreciate you, man. Let me see. Thank you for the 5, brother. I appreciate it so much. Let's see. IGN. You know, we'll give IGN some love right now. Let's see. Let's go through this article, guys. Let's go through it because I don't think people understand how much they can't reverse course on this. I don't think people really understand that. So here's an article for IGN, obviously. Don't kill the disc. Independent retailer launches petition calling on PlayStation to keep physical games. Gets over 115,000 signatures, which is great. It's great. A lot of people don't want physical to go away, right? An independent retailer has launched a petition calling for this. Get the signatures. PMP Games, a Canadian independent video game retailer, launched a change.org petition repeating the same thing. What the fuck? Meanwhile, let's just start here because I feel like this thing is repeating the same damn words for I don't know what. Meanwhile, Sony has come under fire from developers, publishers, retailers, and the latter of whom stand to lose when new PlayStation games start coming out with just a download code in the box. Jade Pierce, a PMP Games point to ownership and preservation issues, said Sony's decision will cost jobs. Physical games support an entire industry that an all-digital future quietly erases retailers, distributors, manufacturers, warehousing, and logistics, the pre-owned and trade-in market, and the collector and preservation community, Pierce said. That is 100% true. Straight up, chat. That's 100% true. It does get rid of a lot of things. And I don't know if anybody remembers this. I don't know if anybody knows this, but PlayStation didn't tell people. I'm trying to look it up. If I remember correctly, they didn't tell anybody about the cancellation. Boop, boop, boop. It was like a day ago. They basically they didn't tell any other manufacturers. They didn't tell anybody other like studios. They didn't tell anybody that they're getting rid of physical discs. And I can't find the article right now, but they basically like all the people reached out and a bunch of like the people that are create these discs and all the distributors, warehouses had no idea. Like a bunch of people just didn't have any idea that PlayStation was doing this and they did not care at all. They just said, well, it's just what we're doing. And the reason why they're not going to do that is because of the distribution centers that they have in, I think, Austria. So they have a distribution center in Austria that creates like 600,000 a day discs, and they've already repurposed that for after 2028 to create these micro lenses that are going to be basically going for AI and data centers. That's insane. 600,000 discs created a day, gone, just done in Austria, and then they're going to make the like basically micro lenses for data centers and all that. It's so dumb. Danny Pasha, thanks for the 5, brother. I appreciate it. The best thing out of the reset is that now we know about Xbox's playback for the past few years. True. We do know what wasn't working. That's facts. Honestly. We know that Xbox was struggling for a little while. I know that Phil Spencer was going up there and being like, we're the healthiest we've ever been. It was like, brother, who the fuck are you fooling? But let's jump back into the article. That is thousands of jobs and countless small businesses. Ending physical media removes consumer choice, weakens local economies, and hands a few platform holders total control over how and whether you can access the games you buy. That one right there is the biggest part of this. Layback for the past. I was like, playback? You mean layback. Got you, brother. So you're saying how laid back they were during their whole yeah, trust me, I know. This is true. Not only does it take jobs away, but it's this one. Total control over how and whether you can access games you buy. PlayStation has this thing called dynamic pricing. I think I've mentioned it before. I might have mentioned on the last podcast, last stream too. What that means is that let's say you buy like 10 games a year on PlayStation, you might see a game like Stellar Blade go, oh, this is $40. Awesome. I can buy this. But you buy a lot of games on PlayStation. Somebody that doesn't buy any games on PlayStation, let's say they buy just Call of Duty on PlayStation once a year, they might see Stellar Blade for $19 or $20 because they want to get that person to build a digital library. That's what they want. They want people to build digital libraries at the convenience of price and all of that, which is great. But at the same time, you also completely control any of the sales, anything that goes on. It's not that great of a look when you take away physical media from people. It's just not. Hargy, thanks for the 2, brother. So now AI is killing physical discs too? Sigh. Bro, tell me about it. Like, that's literally what's happening right now. And I've talked about... So I know a lot of people said like, oh, well, you know, Blu-rays are kind of going away, all of that. The one thing I've always said is that Blu-ray discs, when you bought one, you got the best quality of that movie on that disc, but you also got a digital code. That's smart because not only do you get the Blu-ray disc from movies and you get like the best quality and you can use your Blu-ray player or your whatever you have, you also get the digital code. They were making you go digital even if you were buying physical. That was the plan of the movie industry to make you go digital so they can get away from physical, right? Like it's a pretty good strategy. Jeremy, what's up, buddy? What's up, Zocker? I got a PS5 Slim this week. 825 Canadian. Got best of both worlds, Xbox Series X and play. Dude, I have all the systems, man. Like if I get exclusives matter, but to me, it's like gaming matters more than anything else. So I have a PS5 Pro. I got the Xbox Series X. I got 2 Series X's. Thanks, Hargy. Hargy was awesome. And then I got a PC. And so I got it all, man. I just love gaming. I hope Blu-ray isn't going away. I like my 4K Blu-rays. I also redeemed the included digital codes. Yeah, but those redeems, brother, like Hargy, that's the point. Like that's how they try to get you to go more to the digital because you're building a digital library somewhere with those codes. So that's the movie industry and what they're trying to do. Nighthawk, what's up, buddy? Is this live or did I miss it? No, you're live, brother. I'm here. I just called you out. So that's what the movie industry does. I wouldn't be surprised if gaming starts doing that now, or if Xbox... That's the funny thing, actually, about this whole thing. I think that Xbox can actually make up some ground console-wise and actually get some goodwill. They haven't talked about the Helix at all. Like, they've announced it. They've done a couple things here and there. But honestly, man, like, they need to... Like, if you really want to, like, jump up and make a stand against any next-gen hardware... Not only do you have to bring out the Helix at a fair price, I think that's number one, but if you say you got physical discs here, dude, I guarantee you instant win. Like that's an easy, stupid win, but I don't know if Xbox or Microsoft's going to do that. Bork. What about Switch? Nobody's talking about Switch, dude. Don't bring up the Switch. All right. They got like $80 games now for Mario Kart. Nintendo's like in their own world and people like attacked them for going $80 and then everybody forgot about it. So let's see. Back to that article though. We are not against digital. We are against digital being the only option. A large and passionate community still wants a real physical game they own outright, and Sony is about to take that choice away. They're not wrong. And that's what the comments and this whole petition says. And, oh, by the way, anybody see this? I'm sorry, I'm jumping everywhere because I'm a psychopath. But anybody see this stuff? Give me a second. Let me find it. Dude, I had it saved. I know what I'm doing, chat. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Anybody see this? The CEO from... Did anybody see this? The CEO from fucking Sony? Sony president and CEO Hiroki Totoki. Don't worry about it. Sold over half of the company's stock, a move that closely followed a highly controversial announcement regarding Sony's future. On July 3rd, Totoki sold 225,000 shares, representing 56.5% of his holdings. What you doing over there, bud? For approximately $4.73 million. What are you doing? This occurred merely days after PlayStation faced massive public backlash for announcing that all new games will be digital only starting 2028. That's fucking wild. That's wild. Nighthawk, I think if Xbox announces that Helix comes with a disc drive, and that will be a mic drop moment. Dude, yeah, it'll be the stupid handoff, this is how you borrow a game fucking moment. Like, legitimately would be that. Hargeet, quality's not there on the digital side for movies yet. No, it's not. It's like good enough. I like it because I could put it on, like, when I travel somewhere, Hargeet, I could put my movies on my tablet and go, like, fly to wherever. Like, when I went to Tahiti, I had, like, a bunch of movies downloaded, and I had them locally, and I just watched them. That's what they're best for. Alvin, what's up? I think they'll talk Helix soon. Asha doesn't seem like the waiting type. Yeah, but they also didn't want to talk about Helix, man. They didn't want to talk about Helix at all. To me, the big one is this dude's like basically insider trading. No disc, no buy. Like, look at this dude. Can you believe that he did that? Like, bro. Get your bag, but what the fuck are we doing here? Irritating me and shit. Like, you know it's bad when they're doing shit like that, bro. Like, you know it's bad. Like, come on. What are we doing here? And then, like, on top of it, just so they can all get the fucking smoke, so Sony can get all the smoke, because that's what I want. Because, like, I think a lot of people are not letting this go, but I want to make sure that we hit home how fucked up this whole situation was. Like, legitimately. There's this one. A new report claims Sony caught many publishers, retailers, and business partners off guard with its decision to stop making physical PlayStation games in 2028. Bro. Just cause, I'm happy you come back to uploading content. I used to love watching your gaming takes in the past. Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. I'm happy to be back. I've loved every single second of it, man. Honestly, as you guys can tell, like, it felt like there was like this energy missing in me that, like, I wanted to make more content. And then when I did, I've been making like a video a day. I've been making short. I just been having fun, man. Like, it's fun to talk about the stuff that I love so much, which is gaming, the hobby that I love. I don't trust Sony, so I prefer physical games on play. Yeah, Nighthawk, same. The Tanuki suit for Mario 3? Brother, what? All right, time out. I gotta look that shit up. Tanuki suit from Mario 3. What are we looking at? What are you talking about, dude? Talking about this shit right here? That's what you're saying? Hold on, chat. We're going to bring this over here. Bro, you're fucking wilding out. You're wilding out, bro. What are we doing here? That's what you're talking. All right, dude. All right, Nighthawk. All right, bro. There's probably more news from Sony to come. You're not wrong. Hargeet, you're not wrong. Not just PlayStation, but all of Sony. Yeah, I think so too, man. I think if Xbox is struggling this bad, he reminds me of the Tanuki. Dude, you're wild. All this will do, drive the race back to mass piracy. Hey, bro, if buying isn't owning, then stealing isn't piracy, bro. I don't know. Like, piracy isn't stealing. That's, fuck them. If that's what they're going to do. I wonder how much they lost on that car they were making and then canceled. Dude, probably a couple mil, maybe, a couple $100. That's insider trading. Kind of, man. It is, Nighthawk. Jeremy, the boycott didn't last long with the release of the Black Ops 1 and 2. Dude, that's the other thing, man. Like, Black Ops 2 PS5 release? Sold insane. I think it launched like really, like, it's at the top sold. Like, the digital Black Ops 1 and 2, like, Sony saw that and were like, just fuck off. We're not worried about you guys boycotting us. Like, truly, they're not. They're not worried now because of the Black Ops thing. Like, it's actually a little annoying. Like legitimately annoying. Let me see. See if we can get anybody talking about it. Well, not really. It's fine. But yeah, it's one of the top selling ones. And we have, I don't know, man. I think that the issue with the way Sony did it was like catching like this shit right here. catching people off guard. Like they caught their own retailers, their own publishers, like business partners that you work with of like, I don't know, man. Like you just caught, like you're not working with, you're supposed to be a partnership, right? Like you're supposed to have like a good relationship with the people that you have business with, and they just don't. And according to the report, many partners only learned of it after Sony made the announcement public. One executive at a major AAA publisher said, despite our seemingly close working relationship with PlayStation, we weren't informed that this was happening. It's only hitting us now that we may be out of jobs sooner rather than later. Dude, that's fucked up. Like, that's not cool at all from Sony. Like, not only did you, because this is something that you could have had like a transition plan with people, right? Like if you give this to like, hey, your publishing partner or people that you work with, like, hey, we're going to go away from physical discs. We want you to prepare for like the next several years. Like that's what you're supposed to do. Have a transition plan or like a plan that can be overviewed. But all Sony did was transition plan their factory or their thing in Austria that's making these discs. They only cared about themselves. They didn't tell anybody, bro. Like they caught so many people out the wind. It's like dumb. The report says talks between Sony and its partners have been tense since the announcement. Some companies are frustrated by how the decision was handled. And in countries like India, it has distributed plans to expand PlayStation retail stores. Fuck. Dude. Rough. Hargy, it's still crazy they are stopping the production of discs for PlayStation 5 when they sold that console with a drive. More understandable with new generation. Exactly, bro. Like you made a whole drive that sold millions of units and now you're like, I don't know. And if anybody doesn't think that the PlayStation 5 is going to be in, support for the next 5 to 6 years, 7 years, maybe 8 years, you're delusional. It is going to have a lot of support, and you have a disk drive that you need to be obligated to. Like it's so dumb. And honestly, I'm very much a digital gamer. I have a lot of digital, but I do have some physical games that I enjoy playing. And so like, I like collecting things too. And it just gets rid of that. And the other market they got rid of to me, and I'm kind of like, what the fuck are you thinking, is how many of you guys buy a physical game but still get the digital one, like double dip? I know a lot of people that do that. A lot of people buy the physical game and then they double dip to get the game digitally for convenience. Just cause, glad to hear. I've been PC gamer primarily for the past 3 years. Before the Xbox gamer since the original Xbox. Hey man, PC's dope. I'm a PC gamer, Xbox gamer. I'm everything, man. PC gaming's awesome. There's a lot of cool games on there, a lot of stuff you could play with. I like playing shooters on PC because I'm mouse and keyboard and I'm insane with it, bro. You double dip, Nighthawk? I fucking told you, bro. I know, man. A lot of people double dip. They buy the physical and the digital. Jeremy, I really need new law for digital owning. Yeah, but I feel like the government's like still trying to wrap their head around what that means, man. Like the FTC and that whole thing with ABK really showed that the government doesn't really understand like the digital space or how to handle it, or like lawyers don't know how to handle it, I think. And so they've ran into a lot of issues of trying to police that, or at least put some guardrails around it. Jeremy, and with Black Ops, they didn't add something clearly to make the money they lost with Black Ops 7. Yeah. Dude, that Black Ops 7 money is one of the big reasons why this reset's happening. They lost so much money that it, like, if you saw like a lot of the articles, Minecraft and all that kind of funds everything at Xbox, basically funds all the other projects. Black Ops is one of those. And that's kind of what business is, right? Like you have a big game or a big thing, an investment that makes a lot of money, and then you try to go invest it in other things that can make you a lot of money. It makes sense, but dude, they got murked. Nighthawk, I feel there should always be an option for physical games. Not everyone has a strong internet connection, but the biggest thing is game sales, comparing Amazon versus the PlayStation Store. Do you know what else there is, dude? Without physical games, like I get it, we need to install them anyways. It's also hard drive space. Like how much are hard drives right now, everybody? Like they're a lot. It's not just RAM. It's also storage that has jumped up exponentially in price. And if you're fully digital, you need to buy more hard drives. So I guarantee you Sony has plans like they do with the PS5 where you can buy more hard drives and put them in at your own cadence. But they're so expensive now. And I mean, the Xbox just got rid of the 2 terabyte model because there's no shot they can keep it going because it's so expensive. And so now that you're all digital and all that, and you download, one, you need good internet connection, day one patches, all that, and you have to have the hard drive space to do what you need to do. It's not a joke, man. Doop, doop, doop. Night Hawk, I've been doing that for a long time on Xbox. Getting the physical, then the digital. Yeah, bro, of course. I've always done it. Jeremy, I double dip for Quake 1 and Quake 2 on PlayStation and Xbox Series. We'll do the same with Doom the Dark Ages. Hell yeah, man, because Doom's so good. We're going to get into that too. We're going to get into Doom too, honestly. Just Cause PC is awesome. So many different games to play with friends. Currently having a great time playing Sand Raiders of Sophie. Nice, bro. Enjoy. I don't know what Sand Raiders of Sophie is, but I'm happy for you, my friend. Now, I know we talked about the physical stuff in PlayStation. They need to get all the smoke, and I'm telling you, they are not going to reverse this unless something crazy happens. I've always said that PlayStation is not going to reverse course unless one thing happens. The casual does not buy their console. So let's say somebody that doesn't keep up with the news, isn't like us who are passionate gamers, crazy gamers. They buy a couple games a year and they buy the physical edition of Call of Duty, or they do whatever they want to do. That person goes, wait, there's no disc drive to the new PlayStation 6? I'm not buying that. What else do you got? That's the only thing that will reverse this course, is if it affects PlayStation's, basically people that buy it, like the sales of the PlayStation 6. That's it. That's the only thing. That's honestly. Hard drives can fail? Yeah, they can. You're not wrong. So now, I kind of want to talk about, the big news. And we're going to break down the whole thing. I'm closing all these little links I got. We're going to break down the whole thing. We all know what it is. It's what the thumbnail talks about. It's the big reset. Because let's be real, we need to talk about it. Asha Sharma put it out, and I'll give her credit. On Monday, I honestly thought it was going to be Bloomberg or a bunch of other people that just report on this new reset or the layoffs and the studio closures, all of that. I thought it was going to be news articles, but instead it wasn't news articles. It was literally Asha Sharma doing it. And I know for a fact, because I've talked to multiple people, I know she spoke to people before the layoffs happened. She spoke to people during the weekend. She called people and other people and said, hey, this is what's going to happen. Just getting them prepared for the news. I've always said Asha Sharma's like that. She's not going to try to make everything just run wild. She's going to get clear messaging out of there and make sure that people understand what's going on within Xbox and what's going on within their studios. I've always said that. She's always been that way where she's going to do that. So let's get into this, what she posted, because I think there's a lot going on here. CNN talked about physical disc and PlayStation realistically. I thought it was wild. Bro, the last time gaming was on CNN was with the ABK deal because it was the biggest thing in the world. And now this physical disc thing is huge. So that's what happens. So let's get into this. I want to go down her little thing. And I know people have seen this before, and I know we've talked about it. I've even made a video about it. But I want to get your guys' perspective too, what people are saying in the chat. And I want to just kind of break it down, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff here that people don't see, that they kind of overlook. They just look at things and be like, you know what? Cool, it happened. It's a long post. I don't want to go through it. But we're going to do that. So this is an important email I sent today to all employees. So not only does she make this public, but she sent this to all the people at Xbox, which is kind of cool. And I don't know a CEO from a company, especially a tech company, that has done that, made internal emails or internal memos public. I haven't seen that. If anybody knows anybody that's done that within the industry, at least an industry this big or Xbox this big, please let me know, because I've never seen that. I've never seen a CEO do that ever. So she goes, team, we are beginning the most significant restructure in Xbox history. After careful consideration, I've made the difficult decision to reduce the team by approximately 3,200 through FY27. That's another big one right there. This will include approximately 1,600 roles and eliminations today. So that means there's going to be 1,600 more people being eliminated as the year goes on, just so everybody knows that. So there's going to be more cuts. In addition, 4 studios will leave Xbox new management. Again, leave. Not shut down, just leave. I recognize that a year-long restructuring creates additional challenges. It really does. People don't understand that. A year-long reset and restructure, does kill morale within an organization. Unfortunately, it is not possible to make all the necessary changes in a single day, and I wanted to be direct about the scale. Not bad. I mean, like, just being transparent, putting it out there, saying what she needs to say. Cool. We can move on. I know this is painful. These changes will directly affect people who have poured their creativity into building Xbox. Many joined us through acquisitions, while others were recruited here and sought us out because they loved the industry and they loved Xbox. Today's decision does not reflect their talent. Great. Saying that it's not your fault. It's not you. It's me. Fuck. It's like breaking up with them, bro. Our business today is not healthy. This is where it's like wild, chat. This is where it's fucking crazy to me. Our business today is not healthy. We are operating at margins that are 3 to 10 times lower than comparable platform and publishing businesses. We entered Gen 9 with a smaller install base and a higher cost restructure. That's insane. To grow, we bet on Game Pass, multi-platform, and broader portfolio of content. That right there, everyone, basically what she's saying here, like at least in my mind, what she's saying here, when you look at all of this, is that, hey, this hasn't worked. Like when you look at the things she brings up, she's basically saying, hey, this stuff, Gen 9, smaller install base, all that, to grow, we bet on Game Pass. She's saying Game Pass didn't work, is what I'm getting from this. I don't know about you guys, but that's what I'm getting. She's saying multi-platform didn't work. And she's saying a broader portfolio of content. Basically, Game Pass didn't work. Hiring and buying a bunch of studios didn't work. And going to other platforms did not work at all. That's what she's saying here in this whole thing. It's just saying like, oh, this isn't working. So, while those businesses have created meaningful value, saying, yeah, they did some good things, they did not grow at the pace we expected. I'm thinking that's a Game Pass and multi-platform right here. These two. They thought Game Pass was going to grow more. It didn't. And they thought there was going to be a broader portfolio of content, which there, is, but these two did not grow. As that happened, our core business weakened. And we added more teams, more investment, and more time, hoping for a better outcome. And now the industry is facing the most severe hardware crisis in its history. We must reset Xbox. Right there is the whole point. As this happened, our core business weakened. Chat. That here, the core business weakened was the multi-platform. You can't expect your platform to grow if you're not, how do I put this? If you're not making it worth something that people could buy, right? Like that's what it is. If you're not making your platform anything that people want to go to, that's going to hurt you in the long run. So while they put their games like Forza and all of that everywhere, that's going to hurt because you're not having people go to your platform at all. And this includes, by the way, I'm not even trying to be a homer. This includes PC. This includes Steam. Listen, I'm on Steam. I love Steam. I know what Steam is. But if you're putting your games over at Steam, which I think they need to do right now because their Xbox platform on PC, their app isn't up to snuff to a lot of people, it's going to hurt. Oh, it does include Game Pass too. I don't even know how to say your name. Hype Citadel? I fucked that up. I already know I did. But that's like, I feel like they do need to put their games on Steam because people on PC aren't going to go to the Xbox app. Like the number one app I hate on PC right now is the Ubisoft Connect app. It sucks so much. It crashes all the time. I play games. It fucks up. It irritates me. Whatever. Xbox isn't that bad, but it's not as good as Steam. So that's why they have to put their games on Steam so people actually buy their games on PC and they can expand what Xbox games are there and hit a new audience. But it's not going to help you when it comes to your core business, which is your platform and Xbox. That's not going to happen. Happy Candle. Thank you. Thank you. That's Happy Candle, brother. Got me fucking tripping. Now, as for Game Pass, obviously this was a failure in they wanted like 70 million subscribers or something, chat. Like it was insane how many people they wanted. They wanted 70 million subscribers on Game Pass by, I think it was 2029 or 2030, something like that. There's no shot they were going to get that. There is no shot. Like, at all. There's no shot they were. I don't know how they even thought they were going to get that. But the point here to me is the core business being weakened. And the broader portfolio is for Game Pass, right? So this one, Game Pass and the broader portfolio kind of coincide together. Phil Spencer bought all these studios and was like, oh yeah, just put stuff on Game Pass and you'll be great. Jason Schreier even mentioned like, yo, we don't really care about the like sales. We care like that you're going to go be a game of the year, do all this and all of that. And, you know, you're going to really make prestigious titles. And it's like, bro, why would you buy Compulsion, Ninja Theory, all those to make those types of prestigious games? They aren't prestigious studios. They were barely alive. Like, I'm not even trying to be a dick. Happy Candle, they could only focus on Xbox and they should only focus on Xbox and PC Store. You're not wrong, bro. Casey, what's up, buddy? They need to kit out the Xbox PC app just like a console's interface and what Steam offers. Yeah. I mean, it's not that, I mean, it's hard. Like, listen, putting out a storefront on PC is not easy. Bethesda has failed. EA is like trying. Epic Games is putting so much money towards it. They are not doing so well. The only thing keeping people there is Fortnite, and Ubisoft Connect makes me want to like, I like rage quit that fucking thing. It irritates me so much. Nighthawk, no shot at $30 a month. You're not wrong, bro. No shot. $30 a month for all that. But since she kind of pointed out like, hey, these are the things that are failing, I kind of want to talk about the things that she brings up about like all the portfolio they expanded. And she has like a lot here, man. It's insane. What's up, Casey? What's up, mate? Mate. Let's see. Bring up the article. First, we will reset our content portfolio. Since 2018, we have aggressively expanded our studio portfolio while the number of games created each month across the industry now outpaces the last 10 years combined. That's insane. That's insane. Because there are a lot of games coming out. People don't know that. Like, how many indies come out on Steam? How much shit happens? It's insane. Like, it's true. Like, there's so much competition. It's not like the TikTok is competition. All those other things are competition, but it's a lot. There's a lot of fucking games coming out. We now find ourselves competing not only with the largest publishers, but also with the smaller independent studios. Slay the Spire. All those games sell a lot of units, man. It is neither possible nor desirable to own every great independent studio. This right here. Dude, like Phil Spencer just kept buying studios. It was insane. Insane. Fucking Phil, man. I liked Phil too. He's such a nice guy and he is a gamer. As soon as Game Pass stops being the best deal on gaming, the whole business changed for the worst. You're not wrong. I actually enjoy Game Pass, man. I know a lot of people don't. I get it. People hate Game Pass. They think it's like the worst thing in the world, all this stuff. Game Pass is cool because I like playing a lot of different games. I enjoy a lot of games. So every time there's something new, I want to play it. This monster is going to make me go, baby. It is neither possible nor desirable to own every great. Got it. We have also learned that we are not the best home for every type of studio. In a typical year, we lost 64 cents for every dollar we invested. Bro, if they invested like $100 million into something, they lost $64 million? That's insane. That's so much money. As we reset Xbox, we will help independent creators succeed by providing open development tools and audiences to realize their vision. Yeah, they're like, yeah, if you want to make an independent game, hey man, we got the Xbox tools. We'll make them easy for you to use. We'll make it more easy for you to get on the Xbox console and on the Xbox platform on PC. We're just not funding you, bro. We're not going to put the money towards it because there's no return for us. Casey, the very line is why even when SOD 3... State of Decay 3 is a success. Xbox already has a lot of similar sized titles competing for funding. Exactly. Jay Slayer, PC Game Pass is worth the price, but not the other tiers. No, PC Game Pass is really fucking good. PC Game Pass is like the best deal in gaming. PC, if you don't have a console, or even if you do, PC Game Pass has so much content on it for so little price. It is so good. It is so good. But this part right here, like 64 cents for every dollar. Do you know how much like in the red they are? I'm surprised like these studios didn't get just freaking demolished. Compulsion Games, speaking of these studios, like I'm going to go through these, and I know a lot of people love these studios and they're going to get really irritated with me, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. Compulsion Games and Double Fine Productions will return to management and transition to independent studios with their IP, catalog, and runway for their next games. This right here. This is kind of one of the best things they could have done. Like if you're working at Double Fine or Compulsion, you have runway for your next game. That is insane. Like you could get, they didn't shut them down. They didn't cancel their games. They said, hey, you're independent now. By the way, we're still going to give you money or find investors for you to fund your game until you finish it. Then you're on your own. You have to stand on your own. That is so fucking cool of Xbox to do that. I don't think people realize how unique of a situation that is. I don't know any other studio that's got their independence and still got funded by the people they took their independence from. Like, chat, let me know anybody that you know that's done that. Did anybody get shut down? Did Blue Point, which by the way, you know, PlayStation shut down, did they negotiate their independence and then give them money for their next game so they can stand on their own 2 feet and not just die off? Who's done that? I don't know anybody that's done that at bro. Like that's such a like good deal for that studio, for those two studios. Ninja Theory and Undead Labs have entered terms to join new ownership with funding to complete and grow Senua and State of Decay 3. So you got bought by someone else, or you got another publisher. They helped them find somebody, and they hooked them up. Ninja Theory and Undead Labs are going to bring out their games. All these studios did, like, no games got canceled. Maybe Blade. No games got canceled, which is on the next line. In France, Arcane's management is beginning to require consultation with its work council to review potential strategic options. The reason why Arcane had no news come out is because they're stationed in France, and European employment law is insane. Like, it's so strict. So you can't just, like, cut something off. You have to have, like, a bunch of stuff go through. You have to wait months. You have to make sure people have severance. They have packages. Like, some people get, like, paid for, like, 2 years. It's insane over there. They have, like, insane labor laws, which is great for the people. That's awesome. Nighthawk, I wonder why Xbox doesn't just do what they did during the Xbox 360 days. Peter Moore made Xbox shine for so many people. Why not just do that with first and third party deal? You're not wrong. Peter Moore was banger, bro. Like, he got the tattoo. He made 360 into what it was. He was a really good... Peter Moore was freaking dope. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Peter Moore was like a dope-ass CEO of Xbox. I loved Peter Moore. Magnum, I bet Double Fine won't make a stupid Lighthouse game now. They are independent. Dude, did anybody see... I can't find the fucking video. Did anybody see... I'm not sure if it was Double Fine or Compulsion Games. One of the two studios. There's a girl being interviewed. When they got purchased by Xbox, they went to Phil in the Xbox team, and they were supposed to pitch a game. And she said, let's pitch the dumbest game, like just the most outlandish game to them and see if they say yes, because they wanted to seem like we're not like big Microsoft employees. You need to play by our rules. And it's basically like mocking them. And Laura Fryer brought that up, and it's Double Fine, Jay Slayer. Okay. Laura Fryer brought that up. And so basically they pitched the game, and because Phil was like, I'm going to trust the creatives, like I really care about what the creatives are doing, he let it go. And he's like, yeah, sure, we'll do that game. She's like, I can't believe they said yes, and laughed, and they went and made it. And I think it was like fucking Keeper or Kiln or some stupid game. And Laura Fry brought that up in her video, and she said that is such an irresponsible thing to do. Because not only are you like playing with other people's money, which is Microsoft's money, but you're also fucking with people's careers. Like Double Fine, like dude, Double Fine Productions. Like, I mean, if it was Double Fine, which Jay Slayer said it was, like, you're fucking with people's careers, guys. If you're gonna like make a game that, you know, you get money from Microsoft, like, hey, we have all this money from Microsoft. Let's try to make a game that we wouldn't have money for because we've been trying to keep on the lights for the studio for fucking multiple years. Let's try to make something that will go and expand our user base, expand what we're doing at Double Fine so people know who we are. No, let's go pitch a fucking game that sucks and we're laughing at it behind the scenes. And Phil's just like, yeah, dude, yeah, of course, if that's what you guys want to do and you think there's a market for it, let's roll. You're playing with other people's money and career. Like, you're playing with your own career. You're playing with everybody around you. If I was in that room, like, straight up, I'm in the tech field, I don't care. If I was in that room, I'd have been like, are you fucking stupid? Like, I'd be like, no, how about we pitch a banger ass game? How about we pitch something that we can't make without Microsoft money, something that we can move forward with? It irritated me so much. Phil was too hands off. Yeah, they were. It reminds me of the whole Scalebound debacle. Kind of like the studio was a fucking asshole. It's me, the broke boy. What's up? It was Keeper for Double Fine. Yeah, it was Keeper. That irritated me so much, man. Like, I know that I know that I'm like, oh, I want the developers to be happy. No, man, that shit irritated me so, like, a lot. Like, you have this situation, like, it's such a wasted opportunity. Like, number one thing I would say to everybody here, if you have an opportunity to do something, like, that you weren't able to do before, and you feel good about it, or you're like, man, this money, or it's something like that, and it's scary, do it. Don't be afraid of, like, trying something different, and don't mock the opportunity because you think you're some fucking rebel or some, I don't even know what it is. Like, or you think this game will never get lit up anywhere and this is what we wanted to do. But for her to call it a dumb pitch and they said yes is dumb. If they said yes, I would have been like, oh, I'm joking. If they did that, we're like, oh, we're joking. We just wanted to see how far you would go, but this is what we really want to build. I would have been like, cool, respect. At least you fucking did something. Hargy Chani, make Fable exclusive, get Splinter Cell, Tomb Raider, Mass Effect. Dude, Asha Sharma talked about, like, basically kind of hinting at, like, third-party deals and money hatting, and everybody else is like, oh, fuck, they're actually trying now. Bastion, how do I become the top Xbox fan? You got to dethrone Colt Eastwood, bro. You got to dethrone him, bro. Number 1. Casey, kindness will always be taken advantage of. Kindness will always be taken advantage of. You're not wrong, man. And it's not even kindness. It's more like trust. Like, hey, you know, this is cool that you're here. We want you to make cool games for everybody, and I love your games. And then you just spit in their face. It's fucking stupid. It irritates. Dude, I'm like getting heated. Yeah. Alvin, Double Fine are from San Francisco. Not surprised. Very Godfather. Wow, come on, dude. Phil isn't there to grant anymore. No, he's not. He's not there to grant any more wishes. You're not wrong. That's why he's gone, man. Like, and Phil was way too hands off. And by the way, we're going to go into Elder Scrolls and Bethesda a little bit later. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot to cover here. Yeah, she misused the opportunity. She did. Spending 6 years to make a game for the lols is so stupid. Bro, it's instant. Like, they just have money now, right? They're like, cool, dude, we have job security for at least the next 6 to 10 years before I have to worry about anything. Fucker. Hargy Chani, supposedly Kiln was an exciting game they were working on before they were brought by Xbox. Keeper is just a smaller game. I wonder what the big game is. I'm not sure either. Maybe Psychonauts 3? It's their biggest IP. If Asha buys exclusivity for third party, it's over for Sony. If she actually money hats, bro, like, she got Microsoft Bank. Like, and they're not putting the money towards Double Fine and all these other games. She's going to take that money because that's what she said. If you guys remember, like, there was a report, a spokesperson came out and said that Xbox is not taking money away. They're going to invest the same into money as they did last year and the year before. A spokesperson. That's an official statement from Xbox. So that, since they said that, what do you think that means? You think that means, oh, all the money that we save from Double Fine and all that's going to go over here? Yeah, it's going to go to other internal studios to make big IPs, but it's also to go to third party, at least in my mind, investments, right? Like other big games that they can get, that they see and they can money hat. That's what I see. And a lot of studios and a lot of publishers are going away from that a little bit. Like Final Fantasy's coming to Xbox. A bunch of the games that were like exclusive and money hatted by Sony, it wasn't enough. So they're moving away from that now. Big Mad Mo, what's up, buddy? Oh, that pissed you off too, huh? When I heard that, I was like, I'm glad you got dude, I'm so like I get passionate about like I get passionate about gaming, and I also get passionate about like great opportunities for people. I have a lot of friends that have opportunities and they talk to me and I'm like, dude, do it. Like, just take the fucking swing, take the risk. But like when you're going there and you're mocking a great opportunity, it irritates me so much because it's like such wasted potential, especially when it's like an art form like video games that people can enjoy something. Like, hey, like we really like video games and you can have like this basically blank check almost of what you want to make. Go do it. Like, so other thousands and hundreds of thousands of people can play it. And by the way, fucking A. Let's look at that. Let's look at your mocked game that you mocked Xbox with and Microsoft with. Let's look at that. Let's look at this. Shall we? Chat, what does this say? This is the mocked game. I'm going to assume it's fucking Keeper. Look at this shit. 191 people all-time peak 9 months ago. 8 players right now. That's the mock you did. You made fun of Xbox and you mocked and you pitched a game. And if it is Keeper, hey, I'm assuming things, but if it is Keeper, the top you've ever had is 191 people playing it. You had a blank check from Microsoft and an opportunity to make a game maybe that was like crazy, like thinking outside the box and doing something zany and crazy, and you fucking did this. Fuck out of here. Whatever. I'm a rager, man. Sorry, chat. I rage a lot. This is what I do. Christopher, Toys for Bob want to make new Banjo game. Yeah, they're trying to pitch that a lot, man. If they want to, hey man, if Xbox wants to fund them, like, hey, take it. Like, I don't care for a Banjo game personally. If you want a Banjo game, cool, go make that. Don't put that on call, damn it. Yeah. Does it cost less to third party money hat game than to keep it on Game Pass? I have no idea, bro. That's a good fucking question though, Jeremy. That's like a legit good question. I'm not sure. They were milking Xbox, Big Mo. They were, bro. And that Obsidian talking about being an Xbox hater also pissed me off. I did not see that, bro. I didn't see that. I just saw Obsidian's getting like Fallout. Rage on, brother. Thanks, Magnum. Dude, I talk to Hargy, dude. I'll fucking pop off in a half a second. Talk to any of my friends. I'm a fucking rage baiter and a rage. I see it is going to be just fine. They were back, Big Mo. Yeah, to pre-COVID numbers. Yeah, I saw that id post. We'll get into that too, man, because I made a video, man. That shit pissed me off. I love id. I love id. I love Doom the Dark Ages. Game of the year for me last year. Not even close. Aji, if they were smart, they would have invested in studios to work on their IPS with the reward of acquisition if they produced a hit game instead of just acquiring studios that haven't proven themselves. I'm going to give PlayStation a little credit here. That's what they did with Insomniac, man. They gave them an opportunity. Here's the Spider-Man IP. We think you have the potential to do this and kick some ass. And then all of a sudden, it sold like a gajillion units, and then they acquired them. So not only is it good because Sony made money, the studio made money, but the studio also elevated its prowess, so to speak. And that's a studio, right? Like, that's a studio that took a swing. Sony came to them with an opportunity, and they went for the big opportunity because they weren't afraid to. Right there. I'm not even trying to be like, oh, Sony's the best. I'm just saying, like, that's a good example of a studio that took its opportunity and did what it needed to. And then they got acquired by Sony, and now they have big IP like Spider-Man still coming out, Wolverine coming out. They were able to do Ratchet and Clank because they were very profitable. That's what you need to do, man. If you want to take I really like that comment, actually, a lot. I really do. I like that, Aji. AJ. Aji? I don't know. Sorry, I'm going to fuck up your name. I can't read. That's a good comment. Like, prove it, get a game that makes money, and then we'll greenlight some of your zany stuff. I like that. I did like Keeper, though. I know you did. I mean, it is. Be nice. What's up, buddy? Xbox should own Blade. Marvel's not going to let Blade go, man, out of their IP. Make that priority. Marvel's a huge player in the entertainment. They should own Blade, and like they could get it to Game Pass, and they make it, and they're the ones that make it and make it exclusive. I'm down with that. It's just Marvel's not going to give them any IPs, bro. Of course not. Alvin, I was one of the 191. Dude, were you really? One of the 191 peak players on Keeper? You mad person. What the fuck? I was not. Danny, Asha gives me hope that Xbox can be great again. Hey, man. I'm going to hold reservation. I think what she's done is great. Like, if we go back to this, like, right, okay, Arcane, we've talked about all that. This is the big one, too. Like, everything in this whole thing is huge, bro. Like, she broke down everything. We are also making reductions across. Be nice, that's what you meant? Yeah. I got you, buddy. Be nice. I got you bit by Blade. Not own it. You're saying like own the distributing rights, right? Like they put it on Game Pass. They put it everywhere. It's exclusive. They own that. Like if you want to play Blade, it's on Xbox. I get you. We are making reductions across units. Am I in the right one? Yeah, I am. And in some cases, shifting investment to focus on higher priority projects, which we'll get into soon because we know what those are going to be. These changes vary in size across Activision, Bethesda, ZeniMax, Blizzard, King, Mojang, and Xbox Game Studios. None of our first-party publicly announced games or projects are being canceled as part of these reductions. Awesome. All the games that were announced are coming out, including Blade, because that's publicly announced when you think about it. In addition, Mojang and King will now report directly to me. These two studios have increasingly become platforms and are largest by monthly active players. They bring critical geographic, demographic, and differentiation to Xbox. That's huge because it was a report that Minecraft basically funded everything, man. Like, that's the report. Minecraft funded everything. Like, everything. Aja, I could name 101 studios that made more sense to acquire over Ninja, Double Fine, etc. Dude, same. I still think that Obsidian and Exile was their best acquisition because I'm personally, I love Avowed. I don't give a shit. And Exile made Wasteland 3, which is amazing. And Xbox has a lot of faith in, what do you call that? Clockwork Revolution. They have a lot of faith, man. They made it exclusive. Like that's a big thing. Like they are like, hey, and they weren't affected, I don't think at all during the layoffs. It costs less to third-party money than to fund a development for a first-party dud. Yeah, probably. Alvin, you're not wrong. I've been wanting a new Banjo-Kazooie game since Xbox bought Rare. By the way, Rare wasn't affected at all. Sea of Thieves is making bank. Sea of Thieves, to me, I've said this before and I'll say it again, best game last generation, best new IP last generation for me. Amazing game. 40 million people played it. I love that game. I don't care. I'm a pirate legend in that fucker. I played over 900 hours on it. It is my favorite studio. Be nice. They're one of my favorites too. It's not close, man. They're one of my favorites. Them, the Coalition, a couple studios. They're my favorites. Like I said in the comments of your last video, those games id were incubating are still on the table. I hope they are, especially Fury, man. Fury sounds dope. If we'll get into it in a minute. I want to spawn a Punisher game. I'll take a Punisher game, Ace Louis. I'll take a Punisher game in a heartbeat. A fucking heartbeat. Punisher game? Are you kidding me? Frank Castle? Bro, do you know how brutal that game would be? And you don't got to go crazy. Like, the Punisher's not like a big mythical guy. It's like, keep it grounded. Dude, like, just murking people? I'll take a Punisher game in a minute. In a minute. Please. I don't know how anybody hasn't made a Punisher game. Chat, book it. I'm about to cook. I don't understand how they didn't make a Punisher game yet in the vein of Max Payne. Come on, bro. Tell me that's not fucking, like, tell me that's not something you would want. A Punisher game in the vein of Max Payne? Like Max Payne 3, like, but just updated. Tell me you wouldn't want that, chat. Don't fucking lie to me. I would buy that. I'd buy that if it wasn't physical, all digital. I'd buy that so fucking quick. Right now, Blade is surrounded by rumors and uncertainty. Need to own it, not own. Yeah, they do. Be nice. Punisher would be cool now. Yeah, man, imagine that. With the Max Payne slowdown. Fuck yeah, bro. I'm so down for Punisher to be that way. Aji, Wasteland 3 is so underrated, bro. It's so underrated. It's not even, like, Ratchet & Clank is the reason I bought a PS5 and the Force 2. Yeah, Jeremy. Ratchet & Clank was a good game. I actually enjoyed that. I played that game I actually beat that game. I really thought it was great. Clockwork looks amazing, Danny. It really fucking does, bro. Game of the Year contenders. This is Hargeet coming in now. I see you, Hargeet. Game of the Year contenders, Double Fine. Hargeet, are you a member? Look at you with your badge and shit. That's why I love you, bro. You gotta put baby carrots out there, Hargeet. Sorry, guys. You gotta put baby carrots out there. We gotta do it. It's what we do. I'm an idiot sometimes, chat. I apologize. Don't get mad at me. I do stupid things. It's a good time. It's a good time. Let's see. Oh, my chat went away. Hargate, I saw your. Hold on, bro. I saw your Game of the Year contenders. Game of the Year contenders: Double Fine, Psychonauts 2, Arcane, Deathloop. It had Doom and Eternal as Game of the Years. Doom Eternal was Game of the Year. Don't care. Don't care. If, by the way, if people don't understand what the baby carrot thing is, some of you old heads might. Back in RDX days when I was on RDX podcast with my homies, I was crunching on something and it was baby carrots. I was eating baby carrots and they're like, what the fuck is that? And so ever since then, it's the fucking baby carrot meme all day. Ninja Theory, Hellblade 1 won 5 awards at Game Awards. Not sure about Compulsion. Did it say Compulsion won Game of the Year in Canada? Hargeet, fucking South of Midnight did. And then Fonz lost his shit and he got irritated. Brother. Sebastian, dude, it would be cinema. Punisher would be cinema. Straight up. I still own the old Punisher game that got released on the PS2. Stormzy, I need to check that out. I don't remember that at all. And now I'm intrigued. I wish they do a Rambo First Blood. So many assets in that movie. Dude. Like, IPs like that, like Rambo or Terminator or something like I feel like they're just like not utilized. Xbox is surrounded by rumors and uncertainty because Xbox bad sells tickets. Yeah. Xbox bad is the clickiest thing you can do. Like, look at some of the videos out there. I have this like hot take in my head and I'm going to say it live and people are going to fucking clip me and call me a fucking shill. I've always said that a lot of people want Xbox to be bad because content creators need Xbox to be bad because it provides a lot of clicks and views on their channel. It's a lot harder to be very positive about things on gaming and social media because it doesn't have the same rage bait. Like you heard me rage about the person that squandered their opportunity. I have passion for that. I don't have passion for like just, oh, I'm irritated at this, I'm irritated at that. I don't have passion for that. I feel like a lot of people do need Xbox to be bad so they can get clicks. And so they just lean into it. But now with PlayStation basically fucking themselves in the corner and being stupid, everybody's kind of losing their shit about PlayStation, and so that's going to be more clicks. But Xbox is over here doing their own thing. And the funny thing is, and like chat, tell me if I'm wrong. From what I've seen in my comments on my videos, comments on social media, comments on Reddit, comments on everywhere, is that people aren't that pissed off about Xbox resetting because they felt like it was necessary. They felt like it was a necessary shift to get away from making all these games so Xbox can be profitable and actually start fucking competing with shit. That's my personal thought. So I don't see a lot of people going like, oh, fuck Xbox. I saw Greg Miller go fucking crazy and attack Satya and attack everything. Cool. Didn't see that same energy with the physical discs, dude. Like, I don't have beef with anybody, but like, I get what you're saying about Satya. I get what you're saying about all this shit, but I didn't see that same energy from everywhere else, man. I at all. Like physical disc, you're just fucking ho-hum like that sucks. And nobody was fucking screaming at the mic trying to get a fucking viral moment. That's just it. So I think that a lot of people that within social media, a lot of people that are content creators need Xbox to suck so they can get things, but they don't want Xbox to go away. They want Xbox to have enough wins where they're relevant and then suck again so they can get clicks. That's the way I see it. Captain Crunch it up. Terminator was good, but the dev was Eastern European, so it was a good story. Nice. To me, Doom Eternal is on top 3 shooter ever made. Yep, same here. Compulsion South of Midnight got a Game of the Year. It did, Big Mo. Erie, what's up, bud? What's up, Xbots? What's up, man? Hey, man, you call me an Xbot. I don't give a shit. I love Xbox. I don't care. I love that platform. I've been on it since I was a kid, man. Same with Steam. I've been on Steam for... Somebody tried buying my Steam account because it was one of the first accounts created. I've been on Steam since it launched because of Counter-Strike. I remember, man. Somebody was like, I'll buy your shit for like this much. I was like, the fuck? No, you ain't buying my account, bitch. I personally hope for a Viva Pinata 3. I mean, it wouldn't be expensive to... Dude, what a fucking cut. Viva Pinata was dope. So I don't like a lot of gathering resources and building games like that. I don't really care for like that build shit. But Viva Pinata is a dope ass game. Like I remember that on the 360 days. I played the hell out of that. I remember I bought that game on a whim. Or no, I didn't buy it. My buddy gave it to me as a physical disc. Look at that. My buddy gave it to me on disc and he was like, oh yeah, you should check this game out. And I played it on a school night. And next thing I knew, it was like 7:30. And my mom comes in because I was younger and she's like, you got to go to school. I was like, oh, fuck me. I didn't even sleep. And I went to school just dead. I remember that game, man. Hearts, gender, small for info. Bro. Nighthawk, Greg Miller's crazy. I don't know. No on Asha Sharma comments. They are agreeing with her and saying thank you. Yeah, Creed Blaster, you're not wrong. Ant-Man, speak truth. Speaking my truth, man. Speaking truth for other people, maybe not others. Josma, most fans thought Xbox was fine, Game Pass was profitable. Yeah, most people did think that. And then they lost a lot of people. They lost millions of people. They went from like 34 million to 35 million subscribers to like in the 20s, mid 20s after the price hike. And they got fucking wrecked, bro. That's why I underutilized too macho. Man, maybe, Jimbo. Viva Pinata. Fonz, bro, you're going to tell me you didn't like that? What up, Fonz? No, Cameo. Fucking Cameo. We're on a nostalgia trip, fam. Anybody remember this game? Bro. I think this was the first game I bought on 360. I'm almost positive it was like one of the launch titles for it. Tell me if I'm wrong, chat. I think this was one of the I can't remember. I think it was one of the first games I bought on the 360. Physical, of course, you know. Dude, Cameo, what a cut. It's on Game Pass? Fuck yeah, it is. Salva, gotta say I just completed Keeper yesterday and I really enjoyed it. Hey, man. And I'm not surprised no one bought it. Damn, you had me in the first half, bro. You're like, I really enjoyed it, but I know why people didn't buy that shit. Cameo was legit fun. Yeah, it was. You're tugging at the heartstrings. Bro, it's a game about a Native American elf. I mean, second favorite Rare game? Hell yeah. Dude, Cameo is a dope. That was such a good nostalgic game. Holy shit, man. Like, you really brought it. Like, I remember sitting in my buddy's house. We had the 360 and like the third floor of his house. Like he had like a high house, whatever. We're at the basement playing that shit, man. And we were like, dude, this game's so cool. Look at these graphics. This and King Kong. Hell yeah, man. I remember why I bought a 360. One, I liked the Xbox. And then the 360, I remember they showed Gears to like the Gears trailer, that first one. And I was like, I need to fucking play this game. And then Cameo was there, and I bought that because I was like, this looks cool. Looked at the back of the box, read it, and showing my age out here, bitch. So good. All right, let's get back into the Asha Sharma big platform thing. We know, by the way, chat, get this fucking Fonz. Throw baby carrots at his ass. He's saying, fuck Game Pass, this piece of shit. He's blaming Game Pass for everything. I'm on him, dude. I'm on him. Fonzie, we was good until you said that, damn it. Bro, Mo, for real. We know that great technology gets better when it gets simpler, not bigger. Today, in some parts of the company, work passes through as many as 14 layers of management. Chat, this is insane. This is insane. This isn't, you know what? We're bringing up fucking MS Paint for this shit. Don't make fun of my painting now. Let's see. Can you see that? Yeah, we can see that. Let's go. Chat. Think about this, right? I'm not going to put 14 layers on this fucker. But I don't think people understand. Like, people think like, oh, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Let's say these are people, right? Like, these are levels, executives. And you need approval for something. So you go up, like this guy down here is like, hey, this is Joe, the developer, okay? Joe's out here. He wants to make a fucking feature in a game. He's hanging out. He's like, I want to make this feature in a game. I got to talk to Jeff. I don't know. He's like, so Jeff, that's what I want to do. You got to wait to basically build a feature that changes your game fundamentally till Jeff talks to fucking, we're going to call it fuckface 1, fuckface 2. I'm not a good person. And then go up the chain. What people don't understand is she mentioned, just so we know, 14 layers. Do you know what layers mean? Layers mean there's another guy here. There's another guy here. There's another guy here. There's another person here. There's another person here. So basically, hard times pause, right? Basically, they need to go through God knows how many people, not only 14 layers of management, but also within those layers, multiple people. That's how the fucking tech industry works. I know. I've seen it. I'm there. Like, I'm there. So they have to go through like, and this is how many layers is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7. This is half the fucking layers. Half of the layers. For fucking little old Joe over here to try anything, to build anything in the game. Don't quit your job, sucker. I'm not, dude. I'm up here. Nah, I'm joking. I'm Joe, bro. I'm over here. I'm Joe. I'm just trying to build shit, and I got to go through all of this shit to do what I want to do. Bro, Fonz, I wasn't the only one that I think explained this to you, right? It was fucking, was it Hargy? Hargy said the same thing to you. Like, yeah, that's how it works. I think, like it's insane. Alvin with the 2, thank you so much. And it takes like 3 to 4 weeks between each layer. No, bro, you're not wrong. What did she say? So you got to understand, like, one of the first things Asha did was obviously make this simpler. Poor Joe can't build shit. He can't. So Asha made this simpler, right? The thing that multiple people that have inside information, that have talked about this, that have said about like all this like management, is that it would have taken, I think, to make decisions to cancel things or just move things along, it would have taken them like 3 to 4 months to do it. Not a couple, 3 to 4 weeks. 3 to 4 months, because of how many layers of management there were to do decisions on Xbox console. This is why there wasn't updates on the console for years, because they had a lot of management in between everything and everybody cross-functionally managing it that was like messing it up. So all these people that are like blocking this for Joe to do anything. Tell me that's not insane. 3 to 4 months to make a decision? That's not... Dude. I don't know. I think that a lot of... And that's what a lot of the layoffs, I think, are stemming from, are these people in the middle. Like these people over here. Right? Because it takes so long to make a decision. Honestly. Onion boss? Yeah, dude, for real. It's an onion. Getting yanked one way, then the next person contradicts the last 14 layers. Exactly, Casey. And so, like, imagine, like, these people are like, cool, we got approval here. Like, here, we got check mark here, check mark here, check mark here, check mark here. And then this person right here is like, well, actually, no, I don't like this certain decision made by this person. Then you got to go back. Then you got to get approvals again. That's how this shit works. Whatever. Fucking crazy. Crazy. Pure craziness. Let's get away from the 14 layers of management who are gonna fucking make me lose my shit. That's how I'm gonna get patched. I'm gonna rage again because of that shit. Like, I don't think I've ever been part of an organization. I don't think ever that had 14 layers of Joe needs to change in career. Bro, poor little fucking Joe. Look at him, dude. He's like, I just want to build, kill. You talk about Sony. You got an ad for Sony on my channel. Good. Thank you, Sony. Send me Wolverine, bitch. I'll play Wolverine, dude. I don't care. All right. I'm not going to rage about this shit. I'm not going to rage. Also, people need to realize that the more staff you have, the more layers of management required. They're a big bureaucracy. Yes. And what does Asha mean by going more flat? Can I clear this shit? How do you clear this? Am I tripping? Chat, is that an eraser? You're not big enough. We're just going to go new. No, don't save. We're going to close this. Don't save. And then we're going to open a new one because I'm a doofus. Paint. All right. So what did she say? After the 14 layers, she said she wants to be flat. They want to be a flat organization, so they don't need 95,000 approvals. What does that mean? So one person manages multiple people, right? And then Joe goes here, right? Remember Joe. Remember our homie Joe. He's making fucking games. Joe's out here trying to make a game. Let's say he wants to make a certain aspect of a game. Change some stuff up in the company or change something up in the game or in the console. He's like, hey, I got to talk. I want to change the splash screen. Joe, all you got to do is talk to this guy. That's all. Then this guy reports to this guy. And then you're done. Approvals happen. You got 2 people. That's it. That's what a flat management means. Less people. Less people here in the middle. So Joe can fucking move forward and do what he needs to do. That's what that's what they mention here. I think she mentions it in the, our platform teams are 40% larger and they are at the start of this generation, even as player base and play time have declined. That complexity has slowed decisions, blurred accountability, and made it harder to deliver for players. As we reset Xbox, we will simplify. That's what she means. So think about this, right? Zalker, more lives per week, bro? You mean like more live like this? Shit, man. I just had a baby. I can't. My wife will beat my ass. We will reduce management layers to no more than 5. And where possible, 3. Like I said, right? Like Joe, that person, that's 3. And obviously bigger decisions require more people because it touches more systems. That's a huge one. We will deliver success through flat organizations, like I just fucking said, that is built around makers, individual contributors focused on building, player coaches, leaders who remain deeply involved in the work while developing their teams, and directly responsible individuals, DRIs, who own key decisions and outcomes, and we will streamline how we work across our tools with a cleaner code base, shared services, and 50% reduced vendor spend. That vendor spend is fucking huge, guys. It's huge because everybody remember this game? Time out. We'll be back. Anybody remember this game? Now, full disclosure, I like this game. Halo Infinite. Anybody remember that? Slip Space Engine. They had a lot of stuff. They were doing a lot of great things. I enjoyed Slip Space Engine. I didn't think it was that bad. I enjoyed the campaign. I know the story wasn't all that great, but I enjoyed what it was trying to do. I liked Halo Infinite. I thought the multiplayer was pretty good. I had a lot of fun with it. I got I think 1,000 out of 1,000 achievements in the game. I just like Halo. The problem is a lot of the stuff that was internal, like the actual code that was used for key systems was done by vendors, aka people outside of Xbox, outside of 343. That is a problem. That is a problem. Because now those contractors and those individuals that are not there can leave, and then all that knowledge base is gone. So how does your internal team police that? They don't. They don't know how because they weren't managing those systems. So external teams helping could be good in some aspects, but terrible in others, and it was terrible for Xbox here for this. Straight up. Terrible for them. So I'm glad that she's reducing the vendor spending. That to me is big. And it's kind of funny because we'll talk about it in a minute. id Tech has their own systems, their own platform, all that. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Third, we are resetting how we operate. This is fucking crazy. And I'm going to show you guys why it's crazy. We're going to bring up Paint again because I'm fucking weird. As Xbox grew our headcount, we became more fragmented. Teams, studios, and functions often operate independently, and it became harder to work towards a shared goal, make the right trade-offs, and get things done. Okay. This is the wild part. For the first time, we are establishing a chief operating officer with end-to-end P&L responsibility across content, hardware, platform, and services. Helen Chang has been promoted to this role and report directly to me. Over nearly 2 decades at Xbox, Helen has helped build some of the most important businesses, from Xbox Live to leading Mojang and Minecraft franchises. She will bring our business together under one operating model, making sure we make clear investment decisions, learn from our success and failures, and hold ourselves accountable for results. What the fuck? I'm not mad about this decision, by the way. I'm mad at this first time a chief operating officer. How? How is it the first time? Does anybody know what a chief operating officer does? Do you know what like almost integral it is to a massive organization to get one of these? To get them in place and a strong one that could push things forward? I don't think people understand like how big of a decision this is. This is one of the biggest decisions that she actually announced on here. And I'm going to explain why. I want Halo Infinite to have Assassinations. Bro, for real. Yeah, Jeremy, it could have been Infinite could have been executed better. It was a good game, but it could have been executed better. I'll give you that. That multiplayer, especially ranked, was fucking fire. It was, Mo. Xbox need a new console hardcore game. Halo has had its day. Yeah, I think they do too. Honestly, I like Halo, and they need something else. It's why Itech and Forza Tech is a godsend. It is, Casey. Salva. Oh, and our vendors, contractors, that's endemic to the public service where I work. At the end of the contract, the knowledge also goes. Exactly, like I just said, man. You're not wrong. Jeremy Brown, that's crazy. Bro, Best Helen is from National Olympics Vacation. Yeah, how and why is that the first time? So, let me explain what that means. We're back with fucking paint, folks. So, when you think of a chief operating officer, COO, Jason Schreier actually spoke about this, right? Like he had a video, it was really good. Jason Schreier is very good at like reporting things. So let's say you have pillars. That's what it's called, right? Pillars within your portfolio of what you're building in your organization. So Xbox had like a big pillar over here that was what do you call it? Game Pass, right? Game Pass was over here. Call it the console. Console was over here. You had first party, right? A bunch of pillars. Pillars within the organization that are supposed to be making money. Every pillar has like goals, right? Every single one has goals that they want to do. Goals, each one of them does. The problem here at Xbox is they never had a chief operating officer, is that these goals for these people, these goals for these people, these goals for these people within their portfolio were all different. So what does that mean? Well, let's put Helen, because that's what her name is. Helen is the COO. So what does that mean? All those people within those pillars are basically making goals that might actually not go with these people. Some of them might, but some of them might not at all. And it'll actually hurt this other portfolio. Same with this one. This one might have a goal that hurts this one. So they're contradicting each other within the same organization. And they're hurting themselves, which is completely stupid, right? You're in the same organization. You would think you would want the same goals. That's where Helen comes in. She wipes all of this out and makes it, we're all one goal. Align the goals across your portfolio so people are working towards the same thing. That you make it all great. There's too many silos. Salva actually just said it. There's too many silos. So now you make it all together and your goals should fit together. And this is going to come up later too with the studios, because that's another thing that they need to work on, is making sure that the studios are all working towards the same goal, or at least the same software, so to speak. Like they work on the same engines. Like there's enough studios to support each other with the engine, because the Coalition has been supporting everybody with UE5, because the Coalition's fucking banger. And they make banger games, and they know how to use UE5. Xbox needs Devil Shooter. Xbox needs true exclusives. Yeah, and they're going to get there, buddy. I know that. It looks like they will. So this chief operating officer thing is kind of big to me. I think it's one of the most important things. They wanted to thank Dave McCarthy for retiring after 17 years. Golden parachute. Later, buddy. These changes are about a bigger future for Xbox, not a smaller one. The next decade of gaming will be larger, more global, and more creative than anything we've ever seen before. This year, we'll invest as much in Xbox as we have, but we'll invest with greater focus, greater discipline, and greater clarity in all services of making Xbox where the world plays and creates. Makes sense to me. I want Xbox to be one of the few companies that entertains more than 1 billion people each day and gives everyone the opportunity to create 1 billion? Fucking chill out. Good on her swinging for the fucking fences, but 1 billion people a day? God damn. That's insane. She's bodying, dude. Like some people. I don't know. I think it can still be, but then again, Halo isn't why I'm an Xbox fan. Gears of War is. Mo, same. Gears of War was why I'm an Xbox fan. Halo came later, obviously, but Gears is the reason. I know we can achieve this goal. Xbox has many of the most beloved franchises in entertainment history, talented studios around the world, and we will return to growth in 2027. That's a big one. Return to growth in 2027. History is full of companies that make mistakes, longevity, and inevitability. We will not be one of them, Asha. Nope. That's a whole lot, man. Like getting that, like that's a complete change in what they're doing. Cage the Cunning, how's it going? Zalker new here. Found you last weekend. Hey man, thanks bro. Appreciate it. Glad to have you here. Yeah, she keeps everyone on the same page and goals moving forward. Yeah, pretty much. It's like cross-functional goals. And they're going to have check-ins with people to make sure that they're working on one of the goals that are cross-functional for the organization and not working on one of those silos. That's why Asha says that we're going to grow in 2027. That means this year they're going to have more cuts. They're going to downsize probably a little bit here and there. Remember, they still have 1,600 people they still need to lay off. I don't know where that's going to come from. Nobody does. But obviously having 14 layers of management's insane. Lots of money will be thrown at Mojang to achieve the lofty goal. Oh, dude, she said that they feel like they're squandering Mojang in Minecraft. Good luck. I love that quote. Yeah, man. How did they successfully form the coalition after acquiring Gears but failed with 343? This guy. I'll show you right now. I got you. Because of this guy. Right here. Who's not at the studio anymore. Rod Ferguson. Rod Ferguson was at Epic. He was at Gears of War. He helped build Gears of War 3, or 1, 2, and 3 with Cliffy B. And then they hired him to come and build the coalition, and he did. And I think the coalition, when the coalition was formed, they, by the way, he's the director of Diablo 4 too. He made Diablo 4. So if you like Diablo 4, it's because of him. Obviously it's the new leadership there has changed it up a lot, and it's actually very good now, even more. But he did a lot of it. So he basically was given the choice. Like the coalition was like, hey, I remember they were called Black Tusk at the time. They were like, hey, you can build a new IP or build something, or you can be the Gears of War studio. And with Rod Ferguson, they chose the Gears of War studio. And Rod Ferguson, Bo said it perfectly, is the closer. He closes games out, man. He launched, I think he launched BioShock Infinite. I believe so. He was the one that kind of put that game over the finish line, and a lot of people liked it. The dude just gets shit done. That's what he does. That's what he does. He's good at it. And why not? But now, let's get into some of the other stuff that's going on. I want to talk about, let's see, what did we talk about? What did I talk about here? Okay, let's talk about Elder Scrolls, my latest video. Let's talk about Bethesda. A lot of people are not going to like me right now. I'm just going to throw it out there. But I got some shit to say. We all know Elder Scrolls. Fuzzy Tomato, he finished up the new BioShock now, I think. Oh, cool. Is he? He's finishing it up. Oh, is he on the new one? I did not know that. Thank you. Salva, I think that does include divestment. The 1,600 upcoming losses would be around 350. I believe so. Yeah, Cage, the Coalition's Unreal Engine, they're fucking wizards, man. They're dark wizards with that shit. They're so good. Also, I need to give funds for a new StarCraft 3. Ace Louie, you piss me off, man. Why are you bringing up my favorite franchise of all time? StarCraft is legitimately my favorite franchise. I've played the StarCraft campaign, Brood War, the first ones, I've played them probably at least 10 times each. Like, I'm not joking. Like, there's 3 campaigns in it, right? There's the Terran, the Protoss, and the Zerg. I've played all of them. I've played all of Brood War. I've played all of StarCraft 2. StarCraft's my favorite. Jez has basically talked about, like, the worst kept secret in gaming, which is the StarCraft shooter that's in development at Activision or Blizzard. Please, for the love of God, be good. I cannot wait. I love StarCraft. I want StarCraft to be here. I'll even fucking play StarCraft on stream one day with you guys. Like, I love StarCraft. I will play that all the time. I love it. The Queen of Blades, Kerrigan, all of them, man. Raynor, I love Protoss. Protoss are my race though. I love the Protoss. They're my favorite race. But, you know, damn, I want that StarCraft 3. Way to go, man. And they took away like all the RTSs, man. That's what I'm worried about. Bobby Kotick said they're not profitable, and it's like, dude, StarCraft was super profitable. It just didn't make as much as a fucking WoW mount, apparently. Casey, Fallout 1 and 2, yeah. Make all the RTS. Gears Tactics, Halo Wars, StarCraft, even if it's a single game. Dude, Gears Tactics is such a good game. I think I'm one of... Chat, we're gonna deep dive into my history. We're gonna deep dive into my history right quick. Give me a second. 6 years ago, chat. Same thumbnail because I'm a fucking savage. 6 years ago, I was one of the only ones to do like a Gears Tactics review. Obviously, IGN did, but I talked about IGN. I talked about Gears Tactics, and I was one of the only videos out there talking about that fucking game 6 years ago because I thought XCOM freaking game with Gears franchise. Yeah, sign me the fuck up. And then I made a review for it. They gave me the code. I talked to a bunch of people at Xbox. They gave me the code back then 6 years ago. I wasn't even on like their like social media like creator program, but they sent it to me because of that video. I'm not joking. Like they literally told me like, oh, we saw your video, thought it was great. You seemed super excited, and they sent me it, and I played the fuck out of it, man. I loved it. I'm a BioShock fanboy. Reason I want 360 over PS3 back in 2007 and never looked back. Nice, man. What's up, Verge Brizzle? Yeah. What's up, man? Yeah, Gears Tactics is one of my favorites, bro. Love that game. I want to play it again. So anyways, let's get back into, some of this goodness. Elder Scrolls 6. Bethesda. They got hit with layoffs. The Elder Scrolls 6 will suffer because of Xbox layoffs. Bethesda's staff say, fearing delays, crunch, and generational talent being replaced by contractors. I don't know about the contractors thing because they just said they want to go away from third-party vendors. That's what Asha said in her statement. I have no idea. This sounds like a lot of fear-mongering in my mind. This week's devastating Xbox, blah, blah, blah. The layoffs have been substantial and cascading effect on Bethesda development. The Elder Scrolls 6, multiple staff at the studio have told IGN. Speaking on condition, like basically being anonymous to protect their careers, current and former staff have told me that the job losses across Bethesda Game Studios locations have removed more than 50 employees, including key high-performing people in the trenches building the company's long-awaited Skyrim successor. This, in turn, they say, has shattered morale, raised the risk of future development crunch, and increased the likelihood that the game's already far-off completion date will be delayed. I'm going to sound like a fucking asshole right now. Chat, I put out a tweet. By the way, this is my biggest tweet of my life that I've ever put out. This is what I said on Twitter to them. Worried that it was announced 8 years ago and we still know it's multiple years away. I'm more worried about your development process. I know. I'm an asshole. Sorry. But this was launched 8 years ago. I don't think saying we fear delays and crunch and generational talent, like fearing delays doesn't mean shit to us. You announced this game 8 fucking years ago. And nobody knows when it's coming out. In fact, Jason Schreier has said, yo, we're still 2 to 3 years out from this game coming out. You're looking at a 10 to 11 year development cycle. Oh, no, sorry. Since they announced it, right, 2018, you're looking at a 10 to 11 year development cycle. It's already been 15 years since Skyrim has come out. Where are gamers going to like get afraid of this announcement? Like, oh, you fear crunch and you feared the delays? We don't even know. There's no, like, what delay, dude? 2018 announcement? Like, It doesn't make sense. Like, okay, cool. We're fearing that it's not going to come out. Bro, it hasn't fucking come out. We don't fucking know. And low key, this is like a hot take again. I truly think that they announced the Elder Scrolls 6 at that show in 2018 to boost their stock a little bit because they knew they needed to be purchased. And there was rumors that they were going to get purchased in 2018 and 2019, and then they got purchased by Xbox later when their stock went down because their games fucking flopped. Does anybody remember this shit? Time out. Anybody remember this? I'm going to look it up real fucking quick. Anybody remember this? Do you remember the Fallout 76 bag controversy? Massive backlash when they faced with a $200 Power Armor Edition collector's set advertisement as high quality West Tech canvas duffel bag, but instead shipped cheap, flimsy nylon bag. Does anybody remember that shit? Bro. And then they said there wasn't going to be any NPCs in Fallout 76. They said all this shit. Bethesda was literally trying to finesse somebody into buying them, and they did. That's my hot take. Like, the start of Fallout 6 was a fucking devastation. Like, it was a disaster. It was terrible. Casey just read my mind. Wasn't the start of Fallout 76 a disaster? Yeah, it was bad. So I'm not worried about all of this, oh, it might get delayed and crunch. And that's the other thing here. Is we're going to keep reading, but I'm going to go into it a little bit deep. Their loss will have a substantial and cascading effect on the game and the morale of the studio. One of the Bethesda staff members said, it's been a mix of every discipline, programmers, artists, designers, one person who's been at the company since Morrowind was cut. Sorry, that sucks. I get it. I just don't understand the outrage when you haven't shipped a game in so long and you announced it so long. So I don't understand. Young Yu became a millionaire off of videos about the stupid bag. Did he really? God damn it. Are you telling me I should have made a bag video? Just get irritated back then and be like, what the fuck's going on? So overall, they say it's not healthy, blah, blah, blah. They say that they're not really happy with the overall thing, but the one thing they brought up is crunch. And I don't know if anybody knows this, but we're going to go back to fucking Paint because MS Paint is kind of kicking ass right now for us. Before I go into Paint, so do you know, everybody knows what crunch is, right? So crunch is basically towards the end of a development cycle for a game. The industry's had this kind of standard of crunch where they go crazy and work overtime towards the end of a game development. So if a game's being developed for 4 years, around the last like 3.5 years, they build a game. They go crazy, work overtime, crazy hours to kind of get it over the finish line. That's what crunch is. So people work long hours, weekends. It's just what's happened in the development system. It's what's happened in game development. Now, going to Paint. When you look at that, there's a lot of studios that see this as kind of the standard in gaming. So let's say, you have multiple years of, games, right? Like year 1, 2, 3, 4, call it 5. A lot of the game, what developers have mentioned multiple times, is that when they're building a game, this is kind of like the concept, right? Like they build the concept of the game. Not many people are working on it, but it's a concept. They build the core loop of the game, the core gameplay loop. A few people do it, probably like however many of the studio is, call it like 20 people. And then as they go up to like building the game out a little bit more, they start getting the concept a little bit better, right? They get into alpha. They get into stuff that they're trying to get into, and the arrow goes up, right? So the arrow over here is people. So more people get involved as they go up and beta. And then, like this is the launch over here. I'm just typing. Don't fucking get me crazy. So that's the launch. Around this part right here, year 5, let's call it, a lot of developers have mentioned, like year 4 and 5, that a game really doesn't come together. Like this whole section here, right? This whole, like from concept 1, concept 2, whatever, to alpha to beta, it's building the core gameplay. But this last section here, like call it the last, let's just say 8 to 12 months, is really where a game comes together. And it's because in here, this section, there's a lot of crunch within that year. So that's the whole point, is how are you going to not have crunch and deliver a game in a timely manner? Well, you're supposed to scope it correctly. This is how long this is going to take. This is how long that's going to take. That's how game development works. You got to scope it correctly. So under Phil or under Xbox, they had a different set of multiple years and scoping. So, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but no crunch. So everybody has the adequate time to build a game. The problem here is that when you don't have that crunch, it takes longer, requires more people. It does a lot of things that are different comparatively to the industry standard, which is over here. So Bethesda, who hasn't had crunch since being bought by Xbox, hasn't been doing crunch. And so now, what do they fear? Well, they fear, funny enough, crunch now, because they might have to work overtime to deliver a game. Big Mo, I have no sympathy. Bro, and a lot of people feel the same way about this. Like Elder Scrolls and all that. Like, and I even made a fucking video about this right here. Like, I made a video about it, talking about like developers coming out and saying it. And I basically said the same thing. Like, I don't have sympathy for you because you announced a game, fucking 8 years ago, man. And you're not bringing it out. And it's a game that people want, people love. Like, who doesn't want another Elder Scrolls? Like, I want Elder Scrolls, man. Like, I want to play fucking Elder Scrolls. Bethesda output is ridiculous. They should have been dropping more games. Dude, how are you not going to bring out like your biggest IPs and then you bring out Starfield? Like, by the way, I don't know if anybody saw that. During what Asha and everybody talked about how Xbox, like there's a bunch of articles on this. Xbox wants to focus on big franchises. They mentioned Wolfenstein, Doom, Quake, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Halo. Anybody notice that they didn't mention fucking Starfield? Anybody notice that? I did. They didn't mention Starfield at all. So now that Starfield's not even part of the equation, the fuck are you doing? Like, it's dead. How many crunches has Naughty Dog had on their game that's 2 years out and will flop? Bro, so Cage, bro. The problem with here, actually, let's look up that article. What was it called again? Give me a second. I think it was a news item that came out. There's a report that PlayStation wasn't happy with some studios within the PlayStation, their like first party studios, because they didn't release a game. And now that everybody thought they were talking about like multiple things. No, they're talking about Naughty Dog, bro. Naughty Dog with Intergalactic just didn't bring anything out. And so people are irritated by that. So especially people at Sony, because they want their biggest studio, which is Naughty Dog, to bring fucking something out. And since they didn't bring anything out, people are irritated at Sony. And can you blame them? Like, and this is my thing. I don't know how Phil wasn't irritated about like, oh, we bought you, Bethesda, for like fucking Elder Scrolls and Fallout and these big IPs, and you haven't brought shit out except for Doom, which is dope, but that's all you've brought out is Doom. And actually, I don't even think Doom Eternal was during the release of when they bought them. Doom Eternal was 2019. They didn't buy them in 2019. When did they buy them? What year was that? $2021. So they didn't bring out anything. Fuck. Right here. March 9, 2021. Dude. Can't get mad at people, bro. I get it that people got laid off and it sucks. And then we have, I'm going to get so irritated with them about that. Like the development cycle, come on. Phil was smoking with the, dude, Ace, he probably was. Honestly. Development time is too long. They need a crunch in development time. You add crunch. That's the point. When you're scoping something, you add like, oh, we're going to have like 6 months or 8 months of crunch at the end. That's part of the scoping of a project. Bethesda just wanted to be bought. Yeah, they did. I told you. I think they kind of bamboozled. Bethesda just wanted a trillion sugar daddy. Dude, you're calling Microsoft a trillionaire sugar daddy, bro? Be nice. Starfield to PS5 came and went. Nothing came of it. No, dude, it didn't. All these games that came over to the platform of from Xbox to Sony, the only one that was successful, I think, that was like ultra successful was Forza Horizon 5 and Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves. What's even been floating Bethesda the whole time? Xbox and Minecraft, apparently. Could have just been. It couldn't just be Doom and Wolfenstein. No, Wolfenstein didn't sell that well, man. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that. Like, I love Wolfenstein. I want like another one, and they're going to make another one, but didn't sell that well. I wanted a new Uncharted. Same. Where's Nathan Drake, bro? Phil was. Eternal was before the acquisition. It was. Fallout 4 was 2015. 11 years since we've had a Fallout. In my opinion, The Last of Us killed PlayStation in a way. Exorbitant budgets for QTE movie games with no replayability. See, I think there's a balance there, bro. At least in my mind, because while you think that, like, to me, God of War is one of the best games ever made, bro. Like they have Ninja Theory that's prestigious, or not Ninja Theory, Naughty Dog that's prestigious and does all these games, but then they fuck up and fuck off and then do something else and then don't make anything. And plus the live service shit fucked them up, man. Like Jim Ryan's strategy of doing stupid shit fucked them up. Bethesda's a lazy studio. I don't even know if it's like lazy. I don't know what it is. It's like they just don't like being told what to do because they think, oh, we've made Skyrim. We made some of the biggest, best-selling games in the world. And who are you to tell us what to do? And to some extent, it's like, okay, but then deliver fucking something, man. Like, I don't know. Let's see. What else do we have here? Oh, I have here, I'm actually going to go here. Let me see. I want to talk about one of the best studios out there ever. Now, we all know what happened with Bethesda, all that. Do you remember id? You know, id Tech or id Software? The rumors with id were insane. Like, people were like, it's fucking devastating. It's over. They're gone. They're basically a support studio. They're dead. And they have one guy working on the goddamn engine. It's like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, there were so many reports of just straight up id Tech is gone and they're done for. No point even talking about them anymore. Does anybody remember this? Like, it was yesterday. I made a video about it because it was all these people reporting on it. Everybody was. Jeremy Brown, to make a big game and then rely on DLC and different versions of the same game to make money. Yep. Can you believe Skyrim came out in 2011? Yep, I can, because it was that long ago. It's 15 fucking years. And PlayStation is still trying to make live service. Bro, they're doubling down. They are. I hope Elder Scrolls 6 uses Unreal Engine 5 finish of the Creation Engine instead of the Creation Engine, even though I don't like Unreal that much. You just want it to come out quicker, and I get that. But you need people to invest in software within your company. You need to have your own software. Okay. Let's get into this one about id, because everybody knows it is dead now. Like, that's what everybody was saying in these articles. Only problem is, id doesn't think they're dead. So this is straight from id, and I said, with all the shit flying around all week with Xbox, we finally have some damn good news. I was one of the people that said if you touch id or if you mess with id or if you shut down id, it's going to be unforgivable to me because I love Doom the Dark Ages. I love Doom in general. They're metal. They're dope. They know what they are, and I love it. This is what they had to say. A message from id. Shall we look at this, chat? Thank you all for the support this week. While our studio was impacted, those changes were spread across teams. We still have the crew we need to build the games and tech we're known for. The team today is about the same size as we were making Doom 2016. So they've already launched a big successful game with the amount of people they had before in 2016. Kind of funny, slimming things down. We have always had a flat studio where everyone is a maker, and we will remain true to that philosophy moving forward. We are focused on supporting each other and the team members impacted. We're going to keep building the great games and tech that have defined us for the past 35 years, and we're looking forward to seeing you at QuakeCon in August. id Tech's not gone. Look at Colt. Colt, you bitch. How do you dislike something? How do you dislike something? That's what I want to know. Colt, you fuckface. Anyways, so Doom 2016 was fire. id Tech is saying they're fine. I don't understand why people are losing their shit. And by the way, there's reports too. They had like spokespersons come out saying that, oh, there's not just one person in Texas working on the studio. Like they have a studio in Germany, which again, European laws, labor laws, they have studios everywhere still working on id Tech, bro. Like still working on id Tech. So who cares? I'm sad that a lot of things had. I guess they only like to be devil's advocate. Are they going to be able to make a game as quality or like as epic and as big and as much content as like a Doom the Dark Ages has with the DLC? Because if anybody knows, like the DLC is, I think 11 hours long, I want to say. And it's like, basically they've said that it's like a full game. Doom the Dark Ages Revelations. It's like a full game. And so now to be devil's advocate, like can they make something that big again? I don't know if they need to. I think that Doom 2016 was a great game. People loved it. Doom Eternal was one of the best games that I've played last generation. And then now you have Doom the Dark Ages, which I enjoyed, and they're still doing their things. So I don't think id Tech is like as bad as everybody says. And so now that they've come out and basically said, like, we're good, man. We can still make the games we want to make. Cool. I'm all down for it. Then do what you need to do. Maybe they got rid of some of those 14 layers of management there. What does everybody think? That's what I would think. I think they got rid of the 14 layers of management that were fucking them shit up. I mean, think about it. Like, if you have that many people in management, like, obviously there's going to be a lot of layoffs. Like, 14 layers plus layers within those layers, like, bro, onions. They're out here doing what they do. I want to get into the next thing, which people were talking about. And I think this is, like, one of the most positive ones to me, at least in my mind. Can that get translated? Because that's in a different language, dude. Yeah, it can. Sweet. It is. But let me talk to chat for a little bit before we get into the next one. Yeah, I said kind of funny. I got timed out on Xbox 2 show earlier for saying F kind of funny. Dude. I mean, you don't gotta attack them. Sometimes they say stupid shit. Soccer, do you think factions would have had any chance of success? Yes, I do. Do you know what game shows that there could be success? Straight up. Do you know what game shows that there could be success for a factions game? I'm going to show you one right now. I'll give you a direct example. This one. Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders shows that factions from The Last of Us could have been successful. No joke. Arc Raiders it's exactly what factions could have been. Kind of scrappy. You're trying to like build stuff. You're fighting crazy stuff. All the stuff going on. Arc Raiders could have been that. At least in my mind. I could be wrong, but it's kind of similar to me. Arc Raiders. That's a very similar like type of game for factions from The Last of Us. And instead of robots, right, you just have like big zombies. You have like cool bosses around because like there's bosses in Last of Us 2. There's that big boss that you fight in the dark. There's different types of zombies that you can fight, like, you know, bloaters or whatever. Like there's a bunch of stuff you could do. That's why I think it could have been there. But now let's jump into, doesn't Arc Raider still have decent numbers? I don't know, bro. I don't know, Cage. Arc Raiders Steam charts. We'll find out. Bro, Arc Raiders is at 39,000 concurrent 24 peak. Look where it was before, dude. 400. I've always said, I think that extraction shooters are a little niche. I don't like them all that much. I don't get into them. I like games like Apex Legends, Counter-Strike, stuff like that. Arc Raiders, I always thought was a little bit overrated in my mind. I didn't like the way it felt gameplay-wise. It didn't feel as fluid. I'm a very fast, kind of like fluid. I need to move fast, twitch fast, hit. Arc Raiders was always something that I like thought, I don't think it's going to get that many numbers. But then it went to 481,000. And I honestly think it's because of the burnt peanut. That's just I always said that like Arc Raiders was going to do decent. And I think burnt peanut does decent. And then them together was like a fucking like lightning in a bottle magic that blew up. So everybody really like enjoyed not only his content, it was like an event watching him for like a lot of people, man. So I do think like Arc Raiders and the burnt peanut kind of work together on that. So that's just me. That's what I think. You guys want to have some fun? Let's look up let's look up marathon numbers. Let's look up that. Yo. I kind of don't want to show you guys. I want people to take a guess of what the marathon numbers are. Like, I truly do want to think, like, I want people to take a guess. 24-hour peak, what you think the marathon numbers are in the last 24 hours. I just want to get like a guess or two out there, because I'm actually quite surprised. I thought it was going to be a lot more than this. I won't lie to you guys. And I'll wait for a second for you guys to type that out, because that's just me. Ace Levy, new Army of 2 remake with 8v8 multiplayer. Is that true? I feel like Extraction ain't it for me. No, it's not for me either. Happy Candle, you said 8,000. Okay. Nighthawk says 3,000. Okay. 6,500, 13,000, 11,000 tops, 4,000, 1,000. All right, Ace. You know what? Fuck it. Here we go. We're going to show everybody. Bro, 7,500. 7,500. 24-hour peak of marathon. AK was a good guess. AK is the closest one, I think. That's a good guess. That is fucking rough. That is so rough. Bro. How does Bungie think this is like going to be successful? It's 7,500, bro. 24-hour peak. Arc Raiders eating your lunch. Damn, I was just being positive. Bro, that's 4,000 more than I thought. You said 1,000, bro. Yeah, you were. Some people were actually very close. Oh, Alvin's bringing up Destiny. Hey, let's play a game. What's Destiny's numbers? Destiny 2. Let's play a game. The game that they killed for Marathon, what's Destiny 2's numbers? That's what I want to know. That's what we're doing. Guess that number. I have it up right here. I'm not guessing. I'm honestly sitting here sometimes and I think like Sony, like legitimately 120K, 80K, 71K. I honestly think sometimes that Sony just did not know how to do live service whatsoever, even when they have a live service machine in Bungie. Like legitimately. Even when they have a live service machine in Bungie, they still don't know what they're doing. And they killed it. 80K, 22,000. Honest opinion, bro, when Sony bought Bungie, I thought they were going to make a Destiny live action movie and then use that to promote Destiny 3. Hawk, go work for them, bro. That's a fucking great. It's a great strategy, I think. Like, make it in tandem. Make it a big thing. A big event. Let's see. 72,889. That's for the 24-hour peak. The big one is this, the 316,000 concurrent, which, by the way, people, this was 3.4 years ago, but Destiny didn't launch on PC, if you remember. So that's like a pretty good peak. They absolutely are destroying Marathon, the game that they're backing. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, Siege did only see a player count, but Bungie invested in Siege a lot. Maybe Sony grabbed SOD 3. Sony did not grab SOD 3, bro. They don't want any. Well, maybe. Fuck. I'd laugh if they did. Like, congrats, Sony. You're still going everywhere, though. The game's still going everywhere because they said their multiplayers are going everywhere. Yeah, but Bungie bleeds money. Yeah, they do bleed money. I get that. But they also could make something great, man. Like, in my mind, they always can. And it's like, I don't understand how they didn't greenlight. Like, you know, like when you buy a company, you're not buying it for just the talent there. Cage was the closest one at 71K. He's not wrong. You know, when you buy a company, like when Sony bought Bungie, it wasn't for like the talent there. It wasn't for just like, oh, this studio has all these people. That's great. No, you spent $3.6 billion, or was it 3.4 billion? You spent $3.6 billion for the IP that's attached to that studio. That IP is Destiny. They didn't have any other IP under them outside of maybe Marathon that was going to be gangbusting and selling like crazy. So I don't understand how you take Destiny 2 and don't make a third one. Just give them money. In fact, all the money you gave to live service, you should have invested in Destiny. They want Marathon to succeed Destiny because it's cheaper to support. Yeah, I know. 100%. I said that in my video, actually, that they want Magnum, you're not wrong. They want Destiny to succeed because, they want Marathon to succeed because it's easier to make, because Destiny requires new guns, new strikes, all this stuff, and it costs a lot of money because a lot of people play it because it's better. It's just better. Straight up. Sony doesn't have the culture for live service. No, they don't. I've always called PlayStation, like when I play PlayStation games, I'm by myself. I'm not in a party. I'm just like, I'm in the story. I'm playing the game. It's great. It's a video game. I'm having a good time. But I've always called it like the, I joke around, I call it the lonely station because I'm just chilling by myself, man. I'm just playing games. And that's why a lot of one of the things I've talked about with their physical stuff too, with the physical discs, and one of the issues is that they have a lot of single player games that people buy physical discs for. They're not the live service. When they say like 90% of people are on digital, yeah, of course, because a lot of games that are live service don't have physical releases. But your games are single player. You have a culture of single player games, so people buy the physical discs because they want to own that, Sony. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Brandon, what's up? We look at Microsoft, they buy a company and have the company not make the biggest titles. That's criminal. Bro, we were just talking about that. That's why Asha went into Bethesda and was like, make a fucking Fallout game. Or sorry, make an Elder Scrolls game. Speaking of Fallout. By the way, chat, I'm going to get like a thing that when you guys super chat or become members, it's going to come up on the screen and stuff like that. Haven't had the time to do that yet, but I want to do that. I got the badges in there for anybody that becomes a member. That took like Sean Labrie hooked it up because I had them from years ago and then YouTube deleted them all. So I tried to like get those like emotes and those badges back. Like, by the way, I'm going to put them on in chat so you guys can see what they are. Sean Labrie's awesome, bro. He made all of those. Like, he's so cool. The fraud, bro, right now, that's what those people at fucking Bethesda are. A bunch of frauds, just fucking irritating me. Plus that freaking Double Fine person basically like, oh, we're going to pitch the worst game that we could think of. Fraud. Anyways, let's get back into this, shall we, chat? So this is from, speaking of Fallout, right? The number one thing that people were worried about is that Fallout is like, where are they going to go? I've always said Obsidian Entertainment was one of the better purchases for Xbox studio-wise. I really like Obsidian. I think Obsidian's a really good studio. And I think they make good games. I like Avowed. I liked a lot of the games they make. So I never thought Obsidian was going to get fucking murked. I never thought like, Obsidian was going to get like, oh, they're going to get shut down and they're going to get laid out. I never thought that at all when it came to Obsidian. I thought Obsidian was going to get invested in. And I also thought they were going to get thrown Fallout or Elder Scrolls or something to make a game because everyone else isn't. And lo and behold, Jason Schreier, and if Jason Schreier is saying it, it's fucking happening. Jason Schreier talks about how, well, Xbox just basically told them, hey, Avowed 2 is going to get canceled, blah, 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 and they're going to be working on a Fallout game. Cool. And I was a little sad that it wasn't going to try to find the articles for it, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Let's see. Is this the one? I think this is the one. It is the one. Insider Gaming. Thank you, guys. So this is what's going on. So this is from Insider Gaming. Shout out to Gaz, the homie, by the way. Avowed sequel canceled as Obsidian focuses on new Fallout game. Obsidian Entertainment is focusing on the studios being shifted by Xbox. In a new report from Bloomberg, Jason Schreier, the California studio will begin working on a new game in the popular Fallout franchise, with a new Fallout game now being the focus. Xbox has also canceled the planned sequel to Avowed. About the Avowed thing, this is actually pretty big news. So the Avowed thing, there's multiple reports about Avowed, that Avowed was a lot closer than people thought, that they used a lot of the assets, right? Because they took a while to build Avowed. It took years. And so when they made Avowed, they took a lot of stuff. Miguel, how's it going, man? They took a lot of the stuff from Avowed, and we're going to make the sequel pretty quickly. Like, have a quick turnaround. Because this game was Avowed last year. It was last year. It was like last year, March or February. So they took that game and they took the second and the sequel, and they're going to make it into something else, right? They're going to push Avowed 2 out very quickly to get a quick turnaround and get some profits going and get another game out. Now, they say that it's canceled, but according to Jason Schreier and a couple other people, they want to uncancel their game. And the funny thing is Jason Schreier revealed that Obsidian has a very small team working on Avowed 2, even though the game was already canceled by Xbox. So the big corporation already canceled it. The idea is that to advance the project as much as possible while they work on Fallout, so that when Xbox sees the progress, they take pity and give them a green light to finish it. It was actually much further along than most people would guess. Their hope is that maybe they'll get it so close to the end that Xbox looks and says, you know what? Okay, fine, you can finish it and release it. As somebody that loves Avowed, I'm down. Like, give me Avowed. I want Avowed 2. Who doesn't want Avowed 2? In fact, I'm going to put out a poll. Interact with you guys. Look at that. Look at me fucking making polls, bro. Start a poll. It's not what I wanted to do at all. Let's start that. Chat, check out the poll. Let me know what you think. I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to look. Basically, do you want Avowed 2 or not? That's the poll at the end of the day. Anyway, so they're looking at Xbox and saying, hey, we want the game to come out. We think that we can launch it in a decent time. Should be fun. Oh, I'll differ there. Obsidian is ass since New Vegas. I loathe Avowed. Cage, you betrayer. I feel fucking betrayed right now. I don't know what to do because you seem like a nice person and now I'm irritated. Don't be talking shit, bro. Avowed's pretty dope. Avowed's pretty dope. I played it both first and third person. I don't know, man. Avowed's pretty dope. I like Avowed a lot, man. Real talk, the 360 coming with a headset was a game changer still. PlayStation multiplayer shit to comparison. See, Cage, they used to say shit like that. That's pretty dope. And then now you're... I'm tired of people that love Xbox scared to all the call Finn Spencer and Sarah Bourne that almost run Xbox the game division. Yeah, they almost fucked it. How do I look at the poll? That's my question. There it is. It was like minimized weird. 58% say no so far. Compared to yes. Damn. Damn, dude. Am I in the minority here? Am I in the minority? Like, do I really not like... Like, am I the only one that likes Avowed that much? I'm just asking. Slimy dog shit? You're wild, bro. Avowed just felt thrown together? Probably. I mean, it did and it didn't. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, just something about it. Maybe it's I haven't had an Elder Scrolls in, since I was in, elementary school. So I just wanted a big fantasy world. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, chat. Nighthawk, I like RPGs. So I like RPGs too, man. Brandon, the people that made Fallout New Vegas have been wanting to make a new Fallout New Vegas, but they was told back that they couldn't, basically. People are holding them back. Well, Alexis, how's it going? Can you give some light to why Undead Labs was cut? So bad is the game. 2 sold well and almost done. Yeah, but it's sold. So Alexis, for State of Decay 2 and Undead Labs, there was a lot of internal issues. The director left. There was like controversy. Something happened. This was years ago. They had a lot of money come their way. And you got to look at it this way, man. Like, Undead Labs launched State of Decay 2 in a very broken state. It had a lot of bugs. people can't refute that. Had a lot of bugs. It was not that great when it came out, like rating wise. And on top of it, it's been, again, 8 years since they've launched another game. So they've been in development for State of Decay 3 for 8 years. How is that sustainable to anybody? And I know the game, I know some people that have played it, and it's like, cool, whatever, but I don't know if they're going to launch it in a great state either way. So that's why they're gone. And I'm going to say this right now. Obsidian is known for being scrappy, by the way. Like, they're known for not fucking around and getting shit done. Like, the when they were purchased, I don't know if anybody saw that. See, they were like the opposite of Double Fine's stupidity. They were like, we're just happy that we don't have to worry about keeping the lights on and we can make some games. Them in Exile said the same thing, that they're like, we're going to try to aim for the fences and go for like Avowed and go for like these big games that they've been wanting to play but didn't have the budget to. They took a swing at their opportunity and took it. Now Obsidian gets a better one with this one. A new direction for Obsidian with a focus on Fallout. Josh Sawyer will lead the development of the new game. What this game will be in the universe, however, is currently unknown. Previously, Sawyer had been directing a role-playing game that was similar structurally and thematically to Fallout, but was not part of the franchise. They won't be the first time Obsidian Studio. They made Fallout New Vegas. Avowed was progressing, and now it's what's gonna happen. Josh Sawyer has been asking to make a Fallout game for a while. Like he said that he wants to make another one before he like basically retires. So I'm happy he's the one directing it. And I think he directed Pentiment too. I know he wrote it, I think. So a lot of people like that game. It was very highly rated. It's not a game that I was really caring about, but I think that it's pretty cool that Obsidian gets a shot at Fallout again, because let Bethesda go make Elder Scrolls, have them make Fallout. It's like we're getting two big franchises that people love that are profitable, and there you go. Bro, I'd rather they be making a KOTOR 3. Fucking same. Same. Chat, does anybody know what KOTOR is? Knights of the Old Republic? Anybody? Because that's such a good game. I want another. I have them make KOTOR again. Get a Star Wars license and hand them the keys. Be like, here you go. Make a game. Who says no to that? I don't think anybody says no to that. At least in my mind. Honestly. I don't think anybody says no to that. I want another KOTOR game, at least in my mind. That world has great lore. There's a ton of potential in an Avowed sequel. I agree. Fuzzy Tomato. I agree. Cage, of course. Bro. By the way, the poll has shifted a little bit. We got 56% and 44% yes. No is 56. See, if it was like a game that everybody loved, it would be like a resounding yes, but it's not. And I get it. Like, I want an Avowed sequel. I'll take it. But it's fine. We'll close the poll since you guys are haters. They're making a new KOTOR. I think 2 are in development. Isn't it like a remake is being in development for KOTOR? I believe it's a remake. Need a new Batman game? Been a while? Dude. WB is like on a whole other level of fucking weird. I don't know what they're doing. South Park 3? Bro, Stick of Truth, I'm down. Whole butt fracture or whatever the fuck it's called. Finally, Xbox has some real management to start getting work done. Feel like Xbox had bad management for the last 10 years. See, like, Phil was okay in the beginning. Like, dude, back in the day, there was a vibe about Xbox during the Xbox One X. When they brought out the Xbox One X to be a powerful console, I still have my Xbox One X. It's right there. That is a great piece of hardware for what it is. It was so good. I remember the first game I played on it was World War II, COD World War II, and Assassin's Creed Origins. It looked stunning on 4K. You were just like, holy shit. Zocker, I commend you on your ability to hear opposing opinions. Thanks. Minus Fawns and Gazes. Fuck those guys. But no, so back then when Phil was like kind of running Xbox and he was doing stuff, like it felt a little different then. It was very hopeful. like basically leading into the new generation. And I get it. They made it hopeful because they want people to buy their new console. I understand that aspect of it, but it also was very hopeful. And it felt like it was like, damn, Xbox is doing some good shit. Like they are investing in studios. They're doing crazy shit. They're bringing out the most powerful console. They're competing mid-gen refreshes. The PS4 Pro was coming out and then they came, like, it's like there was a lot and they were more powerful. It just felt like it was like something like they're trying. You know what I mean? Casey Hall's making a new Star Wars game. We'll see, man. KOTOR 3 is a dream. Has passed so long that I will never reach all the speculatives. Yeah, I don't think so. I hope it's good. If they flushed out the RPG aspects of Avowed and went back to their dark tone from... Dude, I want them to go back to the dark tone in Avowed 2. If Avowed 2 is actually going to fucking come out, go back to the dark tone. Go back to that, like, banger, like, that first trailer that felt really dark. I think people would like Avowed a lot more. Because, like, if you look at Elder Scrolls, right, they go in different parts of the map. Like here, how do we look at the map? Elder Scrolls map. Let's look at this. Can I get a better picture than that? Like bigger? Nope. We're going to have to deal. So if you look at Elder Scrolls, right, like Skyrim's at the top, Morrowind's over here, you know, like they have all this like cool sections that they build their games in within Elder Scrolls, right? I want Avowed to do the same thing, but maybe go in a different area within Avowed. So then when we look at something, it's like, okay, this is a darker tone, a little bit like more intense than what they used to do. And so that's what I want from Avowed. Let's go to that tone from that first trailer. Careful, Zucker. Gaz might want to cross swords with you, T. Invincible, does Rare have anything new at all going on? I haven't heard any layoffs from them. No, Rare was like unscathed because Sea of Thieves made so much fucking money. I don't think people realize like how successful Sea of Thieves was. Sea of Thieves reached over 40 million players across Xbox, Windows, and Steam since it launched in 2018. Sea of Thieves is an ultra successful game. It's about Sea of Thieves basically like, hey, make another one or make a game. If they make Sea of Thieves 2, I'm there day one. I don't know about everybody else, but they are a very successful studio. I don't know if they might get hit next time, though, at the 1600. They haven't released anything. They've just been live servicing Sea of Thieves and giving updates. I jump back into it every now and then. Dark Tone from Avowed original trailer, I'd be down. Same. I missed the simpler times listening to RDX and waiting for the tools. Fuck off, Magnum. The tools, bro. We're waiting for the tools. I used to get so irritated when they would say that shit. I'd be like, stop bringing up the fucking tools, man. Like, they're using them. They're just not that great of tools. Have you ever thought of that? Like, these tools aren't that great. What's that saying from Abraham Lincoln? If you tell me to cut down a tree, if you give me 4 hours to cut down a tree, I will spend 3.5 hours sharpening my axe because it's all about the tool to take down the tree. The tools within Xbox, the tools within any of the platforms like UE5 at the time were not that greatly optimized. They weren't that great. The tools weren't made that great. So they didn't have a sharp axe to cut down their tree that they needed to do. You're bringing out the most powerful console, but you're not making the biggest game for the IP that you own. Yeah, it is criminal. Should have been let go a long time ago. Yeah. D-Mello, chill the fuck out. Sea of Thieves is trash. Chill the fuck out, dude. No, it's not. Miguel, there's a lot of games that run good on Xbox Series X over PlayStation 5. But the PS5 Pro has kind of taken that whole narrative, right? That's the whole point of the mid-gen refresh. It's kind of taken it over everything. Because everything runs better on the PS5 Pro because it's more powerful. So they're like, look at this. And it's like, yeah, it's a fucking mid-gen refresh. Xbox's mid-gen refresh was basically the Series X. Like it's still a powerful piece of hardware. Remaster, Conquer, Uncensored, I'm down. The good thing about Phil not in control, I feel, is that we may start to see more 18 plus rated, dark, grittier game. Yeah, Phil didn't like those types of games, man. You're not wrong. Phil didn't enjoy like gritty types of games. That was something that was known by a lot of people. He had some games that he didn't like. Like there's rumors that he didn't like certain games that had like mature things, kind of like a little bit of sexual things, things like that were like risque, so to speak, promiscuous. He didn't like those. He just wasn't for it. So a lot of those games didn't get funding or didn't get like put on the platform or bought for exclusive or sometimes not even want to come to the platform. Yeah, if the Series X did have FSR 4, it would put it close to the... Yeah. Again, the tool. But AJ, you're 100% right. It is that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else news-wise that I missed this week. Let me look at my... Because I pretty much made fucking videos for everything because I was having a blast. We talked about Xbox responding. We talked about the discs. We talked about their plan. We talked about, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I guess what's everybody playing, man? I'm playing Black Flag, and I'm playing 007, and I'm playing Doom, The Dark Ages, Revelations. Those are the games I'm playing right now. Black Flag is a gorgeous fucking game, by the way. Gorgeous. It, like, looks good. That Anvil engine is really good. And it looks good on the Series X, too. Colt's playing it on there. It looks really good. There's literally Xbox Skyline against attractive characters. I guess they can't put me in the game. Can't have attractive characters, man. Fucking get out of here, guy. Get the fuck out of here. Isn't the next version FSR going to be able to RLTO run on the Series X? I don't know. I thought you heard that somewhere. I don't know. Invisible. I'm not too sure. Mello, you having a blast with BF? Yeah, dude, same. It's a good game, man. It's really beautiful. And it feels like an old, like, harkening back to the old AC games that you used to love. I played Shadows, like, here and there, but I did not play it, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't go into it. I haven't jumped into, like, that game wholeheartedly and, like, oh, I've played Shadows for 10 hours or 20 hours. I just didn't. I need to do it because it wasn't interest to me. Like what really soured me was Mirage, and I know a lot of people liked Mirage. I did not. I don't like you have to basically sneak around, and then when you get in a fight, you're basically gonna die unless you like parry perfectly. And it felt very old school Assassin's Creed. I didn't like that. The new one is not like that at all. Like Shadows felt like it was so much going on. Like it in Valhalla. I enjoyed Valhalla because the mythical stuff. Shadows got rid of all the mythical stuff within Assassin's Creed. Like, I fucking loved that stuff. I loved Odyssey when I ran into the Minotaur. I loved it when I saw Medusa. I loved all of that. Like, Origins had all the mythical stuff from Egypt, like the ancient gods and all that stuff. And then you talk about Valhalla with Odin and going around like all mythical. And you play as Odin in that expansion, Ragnarok. Like, it was freaking dope. I enjoyed those aspects, and then they just got rid of them. Mellow, Shadow felt exhausting. I played for 44 hours. Don't know if I'm going back. Yeah. You're not the only one, man. I know a lot of people that feel the same way. Black Flag feels like it's like the Assassin's Creeds that people have been like really looking forward to and really wanting to enjoy. So I'm gonna play that. I think I'm gonna play that tonight. I'm gonna play that. You know, have a good time because it's a fun game. I actually put out like a video about it, like about the reviews and how it kind of came back almost. I felt like it came back and kind of kicked some ass. For Assassin's Creed, like as a franchise. And I think it sold, they've already announced that it sold over 2 million units. So it's ultra successful for them. And by the way, the reason why it's selling 2 million units, I'm going to put it on screen right now. It's because of this. And I think this is going to go unnoticed to a lot of studios. It's $60. That's for the it's like the standard edition is $60. Like I don't understand how they don't see that. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't understand how they don't see that. Oh, cool, this game is $60. Maybe we should make other games $60. So, I don't know. I feel like that's a dumb thing for them to like not really show that it's $60 and that's why it sold so well. That's just me. Close all these tabs because, you know, so many of them. What else do we got going? I would love a Mass Effect remake. Same. Well, they did the like remaster, the trilogy, right? They could take Sea of Thieves down. Atlas Path. No, dude, not the Atlas Path, bro. Sea of Thieves deserves way better than that. Way better than that. I was a sucker for Odyssey. Cassandra was the best. I was Alexios, bro, the whole time. I love Alexios. I liked him a lot, man. I know that she was a good actress, Cassandra, and everybody saw her as the main character, but I was Alexios Malaka. I'm a Greek man. I'm Greek, so I was like, I'm gonna play as a fucking dude. I bought the collected edition of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It's my favorite in the series. Nice. What is the collector's edition? AC Black Flag resynced collector's edition. What did it come with? Did it come with anything? Like, did they have like a statue? Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to find it. Oh, that's fucking dope. I did not buy it. Oh, it's sold out. That's dope. Chat, would you buy this? This is dope. I know somebody did, but this is dope. See, I like things like this, man. Like, I bought the Gears Collector's Edition with the statue. I like getting statues. Like, I have the you can see it right there. I have the Doom Dark Ages one because I thought the statue was dope. I was like, yeah, I want Doom guy like, on my shelf. He looks dope there. That's a sweet statue. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Plus, you get a little digital content, which is fine, but the statue is what physical. Look at that. And then I like the Steelbook. I like this thing. What the hell? Look at my mouse. It's a little monkey. What the fuck are we doing here? Bro. That caught me so off guard. The little fucking monkey. What are we doing? I was like, what the hell is that? I'm trying to point at the cool steel that it's like a fucking monkey face, little emoji thing. I want to make that monkey now and put it in the emoji for members. I do. Caught me off guard, bro. I want to put that shit like a little monkey dude. Little pirate monkey. Fucking coming at you. Hell yeah. AC3 was awesome as well. Miguel, I agree with you. I actually like AC3 because of the time period, because I'm a big history buff. I like American history a lot, so that's a big thing for me too. For a kiddie game, Immortal Phoenix Rising. Bro, Immortal Phoenix Rising was an amazing game. I don't care. I love that game. I played that game for like 60-something hours, I think. Same team that made Odyssey, by the way. I love that game. And they were going to make a sequel with like, instead of Greek mythology, they were going to do like, I think it was Mayan or Pacific Islander mythology. I'm not too sure. Then they canceled it. I was so sad that they canceled it. That was a fucking banger game. And AC3 was good because I liked the American Revolution. I liked the time period because I'm a big American history buff. So that was really cool. I'm taking his sweet time with Resync. Then we'll move to CE Remake. Cool. Excited for that one too. Nice. Yeah. I'm combat or campaign evolved. I'm excited for that too, man. I'm excited for that. I want to play it. It's at the end of I think it's like July 30th or 29th or something like that. It's coming out. I'm going to be playing the hell out of that. Yeah, Mass Effect doesn't need to remake. The remastered trilogy is amazing. It is fuzzy. I think it's good. I think they did a good job. I just want like a new Mass Effect. Just don't have those facial animations. I just want like a fully new Mass Effect to me. I was thinking about getting Black Flag, but then bought a weapon for Yang Yang in the swimsuit for cheese. What? And Withering Waves. Oh, nice. Come on, Jay. You got to get the. You got to get it. You need to go back and finish Alvin. Go back and finish Phoenix. Yes, you do. 100%. It's a great game. Remakes these days censor and water down everything, unfortunately. Some do, and I don't like that. This is why I'm a little worried about the God of War trilogy remake, because God of War to me, like God of War 3 is like up there with one of the greatest games ever made. They better do it justice, man. They better do it justice. Honestly. It is a sweet statue. I bought the Fable Collector's Edition, but I would have got the Gears, but it's $300. I bought the Gears. Does the Fable Collector's Edition come with anything too? Xbox Game Studio Shop. What did it come with? It's sold out. Shit. That is sick. Jack of Blades? I'm not even showing you guys. My bad, guys. That's so cool. Jack of Blades statue. I forgot. I remember seeing this. See, I like statues like I feel like more companies need to do these like collector's editions, man. They're so, I don't know, man. Like you kind of get to like display your passion, stuff like that. I like that. The Jack of Blades is sick looking though. I won't lie. That's pretty dope. And then again, steel boxes are cool. Like they just look cool. That's a good like display thing, man. It just looks nice. I have a Max Payne 3 statue and even a Revenant statue from Doom. Nice, man. The Halo Collector's Edition looks cool, but it sold out before I even knew about it. Bro, now we're going to look up that? What do we talk? Oh, they have all of it here. Right here. Just bam. That is dope. That's cool. I like the steel box. This is for Campaign Evolved. And that I've heard people that played Campaign Evolved at FanFest and all that, people that like got it publicly there and they were able to jump into it and play like a couple I think like a mission or like multiplayer. They really liked it. They said that it was actually very smooth for being UE5. I was always worried about UE5 causing stutters within Halo because to me Halo needs to be a precise game because it was always competitive. And then this is to me this is the GOAT right here. Bro, Marcus fucking lifting up Dom, shooting and fucking Grub in the face. Like, let's go. I bought this like instantly when I saw it. Instantly. I had no qualm. I was like, oh, Jesus, and just bought it. I blacked out, bro. I don't even remember. The Steam one sold out, but not the Xbox one. This is so, like, look at this. This is so dope. To me, this is like the best one to me. Like I'm a Gears head, so it's like this is dope looking. That's just me. Mellow. Xbox is back. I mean, kind of, man. Oh, there's one other thing. One other news item. I forgot. And then we'll you know. And it's kind of like a no shit Sherlock kind of move. Which is this one. Microsoft's reportedly considering making more of its first-party games exclusive. Let's get into the article, boys and girls. Microsoft is considering making more of its first-party games exclusive to Xbox. I feel like this was like the writing was on the wall for this. Honestly, like that's what I always thought. Cage, I read Greek mythology as fun as a kid. Yeah, Greek mythos is dope, bro. It's always good. I love Greek mythology. That's why I loved God of Wars and I loved Phoenix Rising, all those, Odyssey. Greek mythology is dope. But so let's just read the article and go through it because it's the last piece of news item. More of Microsoft's future first-party titles may come to Xbox exclusivity. According to a new report, the company is said to be interested in giving customers a reason to choose Xbox consoles over other brands. No shit. When you're 3 to 10 times less profitable than your competitor, you're doing something fucking wrong. In a new wide-ranging Bloomberg report, which touches on the recent failures of Xbox when it went wrong with its strategy, it was revealed that Microsoft is moving further away from making games available on as many platforms as possible. That, according to the report, will not affect big multiplayer games, PlayStation's strategy, as those will continue to be available on all major platforms, including PlayStation. When new CEO Asha Sharma took over, the executive offered a goodwill gesture towards longtime fans' brand by promising a return to Xbox. The company revealed that the two upcoming first-party titles, Gears E-Day, Clockwork Revolution, will be console exclusives. That was going to happen. Straight up. We already knew. And this is actually kind of, as many platforms, like, get it, like, they want to remove them from as many platforms as they can. That kind of rings to me like Steam. Once they fix the Xbox PC app, I feel like they're going to move away from that and really focus on making PC a place where you can actually go and you don't feel like bad that you're there. Like a lot of PC gamers are like, man, this thing is just not as good as Steam. So yeah, a new report indicates that we expect more of Xbox's best titles. That's not like a bad line. Like, what about the shitty titles? They going everywhere, dude? What are we talking about? To follow suit, and what is a shitty title? To follow suit in the future. So gamers have a reason to buy its console. It's not clear, of course, what Microsoft considers its best titles. I just fucking said that. Though one can imagine any tentpole single-player release will be considered. The Elder Scrolls 6, which does not yet have a release date, let alone a date, could be one such game. So, if Elder Scrolls 6 is exclusive, Pony and... Oh, come on, man. Heads will explode. Cade, you're not wrong. So, number one, let's be real. It's kind of funny that Elder Scrolls is 2 to 3 years or 1 to 3 years away from being released. And then they're like, oh, we're going to make more things exclusive. It kind of sounds like, oh, we're going to bring this stuff over as exclusive. And then right when the console comes out, Elder Scrolls is exclusive. That's what I've said that's what my kind of thought process is through this, is what they're doing. Is they want to make sure that they can get these titles exclusive and start making it known that within the scope, they're going to stop building for PlayStation. Because if anybody remembers, when id was bought, one of the things they said with Phil was like, what do you want? And the first request was, we want to put our games on PlayStation. And Phil was like, okay. That's gone. It's over. The platform needs to stand on its own, and PlayStation is doing the same fucking thing. They're putting their games only on PlayStation, and then they'll put games like Helldivers Marathon on every platform because you need a bigger audience to make it sustainable as a live service game, which PlayStation is doubling down on again. So all the multiplayer games will go to other platforms, but your single player games, you need to make them like, oh, this is going to be here. Elder Scrolls being like straight up, if Xbox made Elder Scrolls exclusive and had physical discs, that helix is looking a lot more promising, because I think that the big thing with next gen is that the console wars are going to get even worse because of the prices of these consoles. Everybody has, like, a lot of people have the same console. Like, everybody that has an Xbox, almost everybody has a PlayStation, and vice versa. People that have PlayStation have a PC or an Xbox, whatever. That's not going to happen next gen, man. This console like war is going to get worse because of the prices. In my mind, that's what I think. Shitty title equals a value? You fucker. I see your shit, bro. Didn't he buy Bethesda to make exclusive? No, remember, it was a case-by-case basis. And then on top of it, they made Starfield exclusive, if you remember. They were like, really like, it's exclusive. And then didn't promote the console whatsoever. Phil Spencer's pissing me off and shit. Cage is saying about his shit. I don't want to hear it. So, obviously the strategy is to go more exclusive. First-party games is to be out there and be exclusive. And Phil just didn't do that with Bethesda. And honestly, the problem is they went and did like third-party expansion and became like a third-party publisher because of one reason. They needed short-term gains, even though in the long term it was going to hurt them. Because Phil knew he was out on his way out. And so that's the problem, is him and Sarah Bond, like, this is an Xbox and everything. We're going to go everywhere, and we're going to have so many people. They were trying to sell their vision so they could hold on to their jobs, and it failed. And so now Asha is like, no, we got to make sure that the platform stands on its own and it has exclusives, because that's important. Even though it's like a Twitter thing that people like are on Twitter talking shit and there's console wars, at the end of the day, you need them to have some form of excitement. Zocker is Forza Horizon. Yeah, it's good, man. Forza Horizon 6 is great. All Forzas are great, bro. Like, just play those. They're awesome. I love every single one of them. I played all of them, plus their DLCs. They're so good. Yes, buy less platforms so there's more money for games. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole point, is that they want the platform to make the money. Xbox wants you to buy games on the Xbox platform so they make money back. They don't want you to go somewhere else. Even though Phil was like, no. People will still buy an Xbox. Do you remember when he was on Paris' show? I forgot the podcast name. Forgive me. When he was on Paris' show and he said, even if Starfield was an 11 out of 10 and exclusive, nobody would buy an Xbox. Bro, Phil gave up then. I was watching that and I was like, yo, you want to talk about morale? Like, all the people that are competing, like, or people that care about this at your Xbox, like some of the developers, it's like you're just gonna fucking sideswipe them and be like, it don't matter what we make, we ain't selling shit. It's like, that's rough, bro. Stand at the Bank in South Park, and it's gone. I never liked Phil or Sarah. They didn't give a damn about the hardware. Towards the end, they didn't. That's why I said that 2017 was kind of like that magical fucking dope moment where they brought out the Xbox One X and you were just sitting there like, yo, this is cool. This is a great piece of hardware. Xbox seems like they're caring. They're competing. They're pushing. And then they fucking just went off a cliff after 2020. They did. They went off a cliff. Once the consoles launched and they realized that the sales weren't that great because they didn't have good exclusives that were like out and banging, people were mad. And the funny thing is, like, PS5 had like a Miles Morales game and Demon Souls, like some exclusives. And then, you know, it was mostly fucking Insomniac carrying the load. Is that the Doom Collector's Edition I spy? Fuck yeah, it is. Look at that thing, dude. That thing's dope. Brings the room together. No demons are coming in this bitch. I don't think they care much about Steam, as that's what they're enticing PC players via Game Pass, and Steam will do numbers if it is good. Yeah, they don't care about Steam yet. I could be wrong. I could be like completely talking out of my ass, man. But like, I don't think Xbox cares about Steam yet because they can't compete from a platform perspective yet. Because Steam has the best PC platform. Epic Games is trying, but creating a platform on PC, basically a distributing center on PC for gamers, and like a platform holder is really hard. And they have not invested enough into it. They've tried. It's gotten a lot better from like when it first launched, but they need to make it way better if they want to compete with Steam, man. Phil pretty much gave up. I feel like things became too big for Phil to manage. No, I think honestly Microsoft just kind of weighed him down, man. It's kind of like, it's like waves hitting a rock. It's going to go down. Like he was just taking punishment from Microsoft, from fans, developers asking for shit. And he was just like, you know what? I don't give a shit, man. And so that's what happened. Plus, he was making bank. PlayStation has no game. I mean, Saros, bro. What do you mean? No, for launch, they had some games. And quite honestly, they had better launch games than Xbox. And it's like, if you're going to try to fight the market leader, you need to show up and bang out. Sarah wanted everybody to game on the cloud. She knew nothing about it. No, she didn't. Straight up, she didn't know shit. And the toxicity that's being reported and all the stuff that's happened there is actually kind of eye-opening of how bad Xbox was performing internally and how bad teams couldn't really do much. In my opinion, we wouldn't have had Xbox today without Phil. No, we wouldn't. That's something. See, and that's the other thing about like Phil, man, is like he did save Xbox, like straight up. Like straight up, they did say he did. Like the Minecraft purchase was probably the best purchase that kept Xbox alive. Him doing a lot of stuff with Game Pass, promising things, the cloud. Like he found a way. Do you remember those pillars we talked about, like with the portfolio pillars? He found a way to get Xbox to be part of Microsoft's cloud, because that's what Satya's like famous for. Is he made cloud and servers and Azure really profitable, and it's their top profit thing within Microsoft. And he was like, we can use that. Phil said this aside, like basically, we can use that stuff that you're building and charge people to play games on it. Think about it. That's our strategy. And we can reach a far more broader audience without needing to buy hardware. Satya ate it up. Straight up. So I get why people don't like Phil, but at the same time, I know what he's done for the industry, and I know what he's done for Xbox, and what he's messed up too. Like he's not blameless. Steam reward you for buying them. Microsoft can't do the same with wallpapers, icons. Well, actually, AJ, Xbox rewards you with points that gives you money. Like I have a lot of points. I just redeemed like $100 gift card because of all the games I've bought and all the stuff I had and the points I've earned. You could take that and make it into real money in Xbox, like buy an Xbox gift card and then redeem like a $100 gift card and then bam, you buy a game. I would get like, I swear I know the number. I would get like 2 or like 3 to 4 games a year with that. Just like free, basically, because of the Microsoft reward points, because of all the games I bought. It was really cool. Almost dropped shit. But I know what you're saying, like wallpaper, stickers. You get a couple emojis in chat when you buy from Steam. Cards. There's like a bunch of stuff. They have all this like little stuff, marketplace stuff that you can do that you can sell. It's pretty cool, but I think the gift card's better. So yeah. Well, folks, I've been going for almost 3 hours. I did not even notice that. I've been having a lot of fun chatting with everyone and everything like that. You guys have been fucking awesome. Everybody, Super Chats members, everybody that's been up here talking to me, interacting with me, I really appreciate you. Remember, I'll be doing this every Friday. This is a new thing I'm going to do every single Friday, 4:30 or 5 Pacific Standard Time, depending on work. Go live and chat with you guys, connect with you guys. I had a blast tonight. We went through a bunch. There was a lot of gaming news to talk about, and next week's probably going to be the same, to be honest. So stay tuned, and honestly, I'm looking forward to just hanging out with everybody again. So yeah, thank you guys again. AJ, Brandon, Nighthawk, thank you guys so much. Cage, you've been awesome. Magnum, everybody here. Hargeet was here. Mello, you guys are freaking awesome, and thank you so much for being here. It honestly means a lot to me, and I hope to build this up, man. I hope to get like a lot of people in here so we can talk games, because that's what I think, like just not just talking news, but also games. Like we talked about Black Flag, the collector's edition, all the good shit, man. It's a lot of fun. And like I said, I'm going to build this up a little bit more. I'm going to make sure that we have like chats come up. I want the chat on screen. I want a bunch of stuff like you guys could be up there. Then like super chats come up, memberships come up. Yeah. So thank you guys for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you guys next week, and make sure to keep out for those videos. I've also been making fucking shorts, man. Like shorts are actually kind of cool, condensed ways to tell stories, and I've really enjoyed making those, just making content in general. So you guys have a good one, man, and I'll hopefully see you guys next week. And now I got to turn my ass over there because I don't know where my screen over here is not working still. So yeah, thanks everybody, and I'll see you next week. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy your gaming.